full time.
Like, my guy's pretty good. Sometimes he rips me off, but I know he takes care of me.
That's good. That's a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, that's the most important thing, is just to feel,
Is it set up right?
Who knows?
Is it going to be all fucked up this time?
Who cares?
Like
Yeah.
20 minutes in, like, that was the funniest 20 minutes. Oh,
It's not
sorry,
happening.
Yeah.
First episode back in 3 months, and it didn't work.
3 months feels like 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years?
3 months.
Do they still sell monkey meat? Is that still popular, or is it?
I don't
it's
know.
been-
I think that's
I don't
already
know
came and gone.
what's
for a
happening
while.
these days.
it's been like years since we've gotten together.
I don't know what the new trend. I don't know what the kids are into these
I
days.
have no clue.
Something called
No.
the internet. I've been hearing about
internet.
this. Yeah, I've been hearing about this. Apparently, there's a lot of pornography on it, and yeah, and then
Oh,
it's pretty neat. I've dabbled.
yeah.
It's all right.
Pictures of Kevin Spacey.
Yes.
Score.
You found
Pictures of Harvey Weinstein. That's what I'm after. The good stuff.
It's like probably like a spider hole.
Extra folds.
Extra folds. Extra gills.
Yeah. Speaking of extra folds, this is Hour of the Barbarian.
Yeah.
I'm Chris Dodge.
Folds Vera.
Ryan Harkins.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of something
can't follow
clever.
it. You
I
can't
was thinking I
follow
was gonna try to come up with something clever. It didn't work.
Folds.
Folds is solid.
That could be like a poker name or just a fat dude name. Hey, Folds.
What's his tell?
He
always folds.
He always folds.
He always folds. We call him Folds Vera.
What's his tell? He always folds. That's fucking tell.
That's his tell. He always folds.
It's hard to know as he's got those damn shades on. Goddamn good poker
Never
face.
know when he's gonna fold, but he's always gonna fold.
That's why he's called Folds.
Folds Vera.
Folds Vera. Or it's like, fuck, I just eat a lot of pizza and I'm a fat piece of shit.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, Folds
Considering
Vera. Rolls Vera.
There's rolls Vera. But that could be also roll the dice. You know,
Yeah,
rolls.
Yeah,
Everything's
see?
very tied to poker.
Yeah.
We're not. Oh, that's not poker. Whatever.
No, but
rolling
like
dice.
gambling
Rolling dice.
slash obesity sort of
Gambling
references.
slash fat slob.
Well, I feel like maybe it is
Craps.
obesity runs rampant in the
Craps.
gambling community.
Yeah.
And then there's people that just crap.
Just people just crap
Yeah.
incessantly.
Craps.
Yeah. So
And we're off. All right.
here we go, and we're back.
Incessantly. They're just like constantly
ride the
shitting.
bike.
Yeah.
Constantly
It's
shitting.
it's like running about. Get back in there.
It's like incessantly shitting.
So yeah, it's been like 3 months. So
Yeah,
I don't-
sorry for the
I don't remember
lull
where
in,
we.
episodes.
I don't know where we left off. Like it matters.
I don't know.
No.
But,
I was in
'cause
outer
whatever
space
we're
somewhere in the last episode.
Whatever we
and-
talk about is gonna be inane anyway.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's a good word.
Well, we can talk about
Inane.
why
Inane.
we spent so much time off to get this fucking
Could.
killer album off the
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
well,
and actually
ground.
the. Oh, yeah. I love that sound.
So good when it hits your lips.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Okay, so I went to Arizona and I brought back a couple beers.
Okay.
This-
Which one
it
are
was
you
a,
drinking
It was a
here?
couple months ago, but I've been holding on to them. This is a weird one. This is by
Smells kinda good.
Huss Brewing, out of where are
Huss.
they? Huss.
Huss. Yeah.
Out of Tempe.
Tempe, Arizona.
Yeah, and it's a coffee Kolsch.
Oh, this is
Smells-
that coffee
it
Kolsch.
Which
smells
is really-
good.
Really
Oh,
different.
damn, it's weird because it's clear.
Yeah,
Like you said, cheers.
clear and coffee-ish and
Cheers.
Here, I'll
um,
cheers
cheers.
in the empty can.
Yeah. That's a tasty
Slurp.
one.
It's
a weird one, a tasty
I
one.
finished this one
Smells
first.
really good.
I'm drinking
So yeah,
a,
I got this. I got
Bell's
this.
Porter. Bell's Porter is made in Comstock, Michigan.
Yo, yeah, man.
Come.
Right outside of, what is that, Dearborn, I believe.
Comstock?
Comstock.
Back to the
Michigan.
Comstock load.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Quite-
so-
it's quite a load in this bottle.
Bell's is solid.
So yeah, I picked up these beers. Went with the family out to Scottsdale, perhaps the whitest city in America.
Is it? Wow.
Yeah. Well, not really.
Oh, look at this.
I guess you have to go to the
Hold
Midwest
on.
for that. What?
Did you catch this assholery on this can?
No.
Uh-oh.
Read it.
Huss Brewing Company. This beer, by the way, this coffee Kolsch.
Yeah.
In case you were
Let's
wondering,
hear it.
all you assholes out there, it pairs really well with smoked meats, wild game, lamb chops, soft cheese, like brie, or Chevrolet. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
No offense, but
No, it doesn't.
fuck you.
No, it doesn't.
Who cares?
It pairs with a hot dog.
You know what it pairs
like all beer.
I'll tell you what it pairs really well with sitting on the fucking couch and drinking it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Or the toilet.
But
No, that's funny. I put in my we have fucking pairing notes for the goddamn Trappist record, but that's
Very
genius.
true.
yeah, that's true.
Those are good.
That's genius.
And hopefully that'll turn into like free beers.
Yeah, it better.
That
Hey, speaking of free beers, not just you, but despise you.
You?
I've heard people enunciate it.
Despise you?
Despise you or despise you.
Is that like Henry Rush?
Despise
you.
Despise you.
Muriel. Monroe. Monroe.
But despise you.
Despise you.
Just went to the East Coast, and
We did.
You went at the chilliest possible time.
Yeah, we chose
of the century.
We chose a pretty opportune time to head over there, which was early January, and we went with Iron Reagan.
And how many degrees below freezing was it? Most of the time.
There was a point where it was like 0. Probably with the wind chills, probably like at least 0 or like minus
minus
5.
0.
Yeah, there was one point where I was all brave and like outside the van waiting to piss, and because the guy in the gas station only let one person in at a time.
Oh, cool.
So I was waiting outside. and I'm like, oh, this isn't too bad. And then like within like 20 seconds, I started doing those like death shivers. I just was all, and I'm like, holy
like
fuck.
first sign of hypothermia.
Yeah. I'm like,
it's
holy
always amazing, like when you come right out of the like a heated car or like venue or whatever. You walk outside and you're like, no, this is good. What are they
Yeah.
talking about? Cold.
yeah.
Like, oh yeah, no, it's fucking
Yeah,
cold. Like
then you're
45
wet
seconds
too
later,
from like
yeah.
playing and shit. But no, it was Iron Reagan, Cemetery Piss, Left Cross. It was a killer lineup. It was good. A lot of good dudes in those and women too, in the bands. But it was fun, man.
Oh yeah, name one.
Carol Ann. Carol Ann. Isn't that a Poltergeist?
Carol Ann.
Ann, run to the light.
Go into the light. All are welcome. All are welcome.
Little fidget.
This house is clean.
This house is clean. I wonder if she was one of the Ugnaughts in Empire Strikes Back.
The what? The
Ugnaughts. Remember the Ugnaughts? Oh no,
the
was that in
Ugnaughts?
Empire Strikes? The ones that work on the droids?
Oh, I don't
A
know.
little like tusks.
Oh, the
They had little
Jawas.
tusks. No. They had little. They actually wore like work outfits. They're little dudes, little gray dudes. They have like little tusks and they have like little aprons on and they're
gray
working.
Oh yes.
I
think in
Cloud City. I think they're in Cloud City. They're working on all the droids.
Billy D's.
Yeah, Billy D.
yeah.
Billy D's. Colt 45.
45.
Oh man.
Cloud
Works
City was
every
built on
time.
Colt 45. I'll bet you all the money he made from Colt 45, he transferred to the future
Yeah.
and built.
Of course, Billy D.
Yeah.
Williams just has a city in the clouds.
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Damn.
That's right.
Cloud City, motherfucker.
You want to go to my place? It's in the clouds, baby.
Oh yeah, Cloud City.
Lando? Is
What's
he
that,
Lando
Lando?
Calrissian. Yeah.
Lando Calrissian.
I remember one
That's
time
right.
when Matt and I were working at that marketing agency thing. They gave, like, there was like, we did an event, or Matt did an event. It was sponsored by Colt 45, right? And the two of us were piss poor, you know, and Matt brought all the fucking Colt 45 back from this event, and we filled up our entire refrigerator and freezer. Was like straight out of that fucking Snoop Dogg video, like just all 40s of Colt 45. And it was like, this is fantastic. Then like flash forward 2 days later, it was like,
Gross.
holy fuck, man! Can this end? Yeah.
Gross.
we're not financially stable enough to actually go buy a 6-pack or a lesser
Yeah.
shitty 40-ounce of beer.
So gross.
Oh man,
funny.
it's not good. Like after the joke wears off, it is not good.
Yeah. Like, oh, yeah, at the end of the day, we've got a fridge full of
Colt 45. And then like essentially you can say a fridge full of headaches.
Yeah.
And like bad drunks.
Yeah.
Yeah, fridge full of headaches.
So I was like, you guys played Brooklyn on that tour, right?
Yeah.
And
Place called Brooklyn Bazaar.
Richmond and fucking you're all over the
Richmond.
place.
We played 2 breweries.
Nice.
In DC, Atlas Brewery, and then in Richmond, Champion Brewery. They're both fucking.
Was Atlas the one? I think I saw a picture of one of the two where it looked like you guys were playing like
Yeah, right near like.
in the fuck like
yeah,
where the kettles were
yeah,
and all that shit.
Yeah,
huh?
that was in Atlas Brewery.
That's cool.
In Champion, they actually had like a stage and kind of a setup. I think that was their first like heavy show there. And there was a shitload of people there. I mean, it was free,
Yeah.
But there was
That
a
always
lot of
helps.
fucking people there. Yeah,
That's fucking awesome.
it was like their 1 year anniversary. So
Yeah.
um,
So they hook you up.
they they gave us like their Atlas was like, here's a wristband.
Yeah.
It's good for any beer.
Go to town.
Yeah, so we went to town.
That's how it should be.
Champion was like, they had a cooler of their like lager beer.
Like the lightest possible.
lightest
but, like,
one,
We're
yeah.
gonna start you out on training wheels.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna give- we're gonna
But
give you
I ended up buying a
whole
couple of
bunch
their.
of
I bought a
lager.
couple of their stouts because
Yeah.
they look good.
Nice.
But yeah, it was overall fun. It was fucking cold, but had a really good time. It was only 5 shows, so
It looked fucking great
yeah,
from
it was
the
cool.
internet.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. But
Playing breweries is such a like crazy. That's such a new thing.
it seems like it's catching on
That's-
more and
it's
more.
super
Yeah,
cool.
it's a very good trend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Trappist, we're
Yeah.
Hint. Hint.
Yeah, even for the band that the three of us happen to be in called Trappist.
I would
who
like-
just finished our album and
Yeah.
which will, I don't know when
ready
it's
to
coming out.
drop.
Yeah. I guess the next podcast we'll probably know the actual release.
yeah, but I mean, like we know, like from that little
So you can
relapse
mark your
ad,
calendar.
it had our logo in there, which means it's coming out this year.
Very
Yeah.
They
excited.
better
Yeah.
stick to it.
Yeah, it was in the lower,
gotta really look, like-
lower right corner, but it was still there.
Yeah.
I tell you what, seeing that was pretty fucking surreal. Like,
Yeah.
not gonna lie, like seeing Relapse post something and it's got our fucking band name on it was like, holy shit, that's
Yeah.
pretty
Some real shit.
official tissue right there. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
We're in good company with. You got your anal cunts.
Yeah. You got your anal
You got
cunts.
your anal cunts. You got your.
You got your exit 13s. You got your Dillinger escape plans. I mean, you were up there with
You got
the
your
mightiest.
Bongzillas.
You got your Bongzillas. You got your High on Fires.
You got your Velcro overdose.
Yep. Velcro overdose.
That's what I was trying to
Yeah.
look for right there.
Which they said that someone said before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
The very first Relapse release.
Yes.
Have you heard
Velcro
it?
overdose.
I don't think I've heard it.
I don't think
Was it 1 or 001? Like, was it?
It was probably 001 because like most of the no because it's a good point.
Excuse me, the matrix number, sir.
No, because it's a
What's
good
the
point
etching?
because there's so many like really crappy like just small labels that don't go anywhere that put out really shitty stuff and they start with the catalog number like 0001 and you're like, no, you're not gonna have 1,000 releases.
Yeah.
Just easy. If you make it to 5, let me know.
Yeah.
Just put
Yeah.
6'9" and have be done with it, or 420.
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly,
And you're just be on your
exactly.
way, you know?
So I
Be
mean,
silly.
if it
one-off.
actually was 001, that would be prophetic.
What was
Yeah,
it called
very
again?
pro.
Velcro. what?
Velcro overdose.
Overdose. I was gonna say hand job.
I know at one point
my
I
band.
did own it.
Sounds, it
Br-
sounds like they could
my
be a death metal
my
band name.
Brillo hand job. That's my band. Brillo hand job. SOS hand job. Those little those little scrubbers.
SOS pads.
Oh, here we go. Flesh ripping Sonic Polka.
Sonic Polka.
Woof.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So you got-
You don't have
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
You
Are
don't-
they a serious band?
I did at some point. I don't know if I still have it.
Are they
I've
a serious
sold
band
them.
or
Yeah, probably like
actually
dead,
looks really
dead
cool.
serious,
dead serious?
super political.
Yeah.
yeah,
Velcro hand.
yeah. Probably do like 5-minute monologues between every song,
Oh,
just like
God,
talking about the state of whatever.
The State of the Union.
Don't you
Yeah.
love when bands do that?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Actually,
just one of your favorite things?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's really easy to make fun of, which is great. But it's also, some of my favorite bands have actually done, like Krudos. is really
Martin
good at that.
is like the king.
Yeah,
of it,
he's the
'cause
king of
that
that.
dude is
Fugazi, didn't they used to do
awesome.
that shit?
Fugazi did, but
It'd be like Stop
Yeah.
Moshing.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like, it's one thing to actually have a valid message like Martine and
Right.
those Krudos or maybe like Seeing Red or Drop Dead or something like that. But
Gothic
then,
Slam.
but yeah. but
Uncle
then
Slam.
but
Or
then
Uncle Slam, either
But
one.
then he got like Fugazi, and it's like, you know what? No more macho facades, and stop moshing, whatever. And then it's like, there's no barriers. You can come up here, and then everyone gets on stage. Okay, everyone get off the stage. We can't perform if there's so many people on the stage. And like, okay, make up your mind.
Figure it out.
Think of your mind how
Okay.
much
Finicky.
for the people you are.
Yeah.
Pick a
Like,
side.
we are one of you guys, but some of you guys smell too much.
Yeah,
Please
to
get
an
off
extent.
stage.
Yeah. Selectively, we're one of you.
That's good.
I'm one of you, not you,
Not-
you, not you, and you.
Is that guy wearing a Redskin shirt? No.
Yeah.
No, not one of you.
Not
This is
one of
really
you.
good.
Yeah, that's tasty.
Finally tasting it.
This is going to be a very weird description, but smelling that, like the first whiff of that, and this is like a really good thing if it sounds weird. It reminded me of like first drinking, because we started drinking Jenny Cream Ale, Travis and I, when we were young. And I don't know why. So that beer just had that reminiscent of like your
Vanilla
first
bean.
beers, and
Yeah,
that puts me in a really good place.
It,
Like, that's
it
such
is
a
almost
good-
like a cream soda or something in a
There's
way.
like,
Yeah.
is it vanilla over?
Oh, it does have
Yeah,
like
maybe.
a creamy
Coffee
tinge
bean.
to it.
It kind of it's a coffee kolsch, but it is pretty sweet.
It kind of has that like cream.
It's
ale
not only sweet,
smell
but
to
it's
it.
pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah, yeah, bro.
Sweet.
It's pretty fucking sweet, bro.
Such a bitch, Phil.
Betch.
Yeah. So yeah.
Bitch.
Or
So you,
beesh.
so you did these. Did the tour of the breweries. What else happened?
Oh, we did
What
our
have we
first
done?
show.
We did it. That's
Oh, we
right.
played our
did
first
it.
show?
Yeah, I forgot. That was a week.
You're
ago.
welcome.
Or 2 weeks ago.
It was a
Or-
week after I got back.
You're welcome,
Yeah.
Union.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
welcome, Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Los Angeles.
Speaking of the State of the Union,
Yeah.
we played Union.
Played at the Union. Yeah. That was a
And the
good
state
show.
of their union afterwards was total disrepair,
That's
bro.
right.
We blew it up. Yeah.
No, that was Gasp and
That was fractured
Fractured,
Deadbeat.
and
Deadbeat,
and harm.
Harm.
Yeah.
That was a great show.
That was a lot of
That was
fun, man.
Yeah. We went to where did we go? We went to Gus's. went
Gus's
to Gus's
Fried
on the
Chicken.
A
corner.
little disappointing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very disappointing.
You know,
very dry.
But see, how was yours? Because I think Chris and I ordered the wrong thing.
No, mine was pretty dry.
Yours was dry too.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like that. Like it wasn't like you're like, fuck, that was a lot of chicken. I was just kind of like,
Yeah.
fuck, that was it.
You could tell they're in that fuck off part of the night, and I hate when restaurants do that because you start cutting corners.
We're talking about
and then-
Gus's Fried Chicken,
Yeah.
and it's down the street from the Union. We went there to eat, to bond right before we played.
Yeah, hold hands.
And it was it was at Pico and Crenshaw. I'm thinking, okay, this is gonna be good.
Yeah.
This is gonna
Well,
be really
the
good.
name behind it is
Yeah,
like
Gus's
legendary.
legendary. Yeah. So go ahead.
Oh yeah, but it was. I think I'm not sure.
And
if you remember,
go.
Like I definitely asked the
Come on.
Like I asked the server. I was like, "What time do you guys close?" Because the vibe in there was that they were closing in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Was the vibe that I got. But then she said like 11 or something like that. We were there at like 9 or 8, and it was like, oh, so you guys just fuck off this hard then? And it's just like not that important to serve like the freshest. And
Yeah, the good stuff.
it's me.
Yeah.
Fuck, I should, I'm gonna reap that statement back, but fucking somebody's gonna be a goddamn Yelp review on fucking on Kurt Lolly.
Yeah, you'll see.
Totally. But no,
Revenge.
the idea, you could tell it was like it was there, it was good, but it just was dry.
Yeah.
Probably been sitting there for a while. Those poor servers seem like they just deal with a world of shit in that place.
It was pretty fucking dry. Remember,
Yeah.
you were like, dude, look at those shirts. And then by the end, we were like, I want a fucking shirt.
Like,
Yeah, I was glad I didn't buy that
No.
shirt. Yeah. They have really cool shirts.
Yeah.
And you do need another shirt, right?
Yeah, I got like maybe 400 now. That's bullshit. You know, I need to step it up.
I'm sure Kaveen will love it.
She's
But
a huge fan.
Well, just on
no,
the subject of that. Oh, well, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say the whole reason I brought up Gus's was that, we were listing the bands. I brought up Gus's because once we came back, like Harm had played something like a 10-minute set.
Yeah, they were
Didn't
done.
even realize,
Like we walked in, it was like a couple minutes after 8.
Yeah,
and they were
done.
already done. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh fuck, we just missed him. And one of the guys just like, hey, how'd you like the set? I'm like, that was awesome. It was so great. Not gonna be like, oh yeah, we were eating a bunch of dried chicken and we missed it. Sorry.
Some
Sorry,
dried
bro."
chicken that sucked.
So, when you put it that way, it sounds so horrible. This dried chicken was just more important.
Yeah.
It was
we
terrible.
we just spent extra time just sitting there.
I was talking to Jay afterwards, like talking to him in anticipation to see them.
Yeah, like can't wait.
And he's like,
like,
"Oh
yeah, I don't know
no,
when
we
they're
just played." And I was like, "What the fuck? You guys already played?" Like, and then it's because we played like an hour earlier than we were supposed to, I think, too, like or half
No, I
hour
think
or
we're
something.
about right. I think it was right.
Wow.
Because they just kept stalling every band.
Yeah,
You're on Cleveland time.
that's true. I was gonna wear this shirt. I just got it in the mail, where the front says Cleveland Browns, but there's no W, and on the back it's like a player's jersey, and it says Owen as the player's name, and then 16 is the number.
God damn, that's
0-16, baby.
wow.
Cleveland Browns.
You have it?
We done it. Yeah. I almost wore it tonight, but I didn't because I feel like even though I bought the shirt, that like there's a certain curse that goes with wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
I'm like freaked out to wear the shirt. I'm
So you're
like,
just
fucking-
gonna not wear it?
Yeah, it was so brilliant. I was like, that's great. 0-16.
But where's the
genius.
curse begin? Because you own it. So
It's in my drawer. So I
I mean,
believe
are
if
you?
take it out and wear
Did
it-
you curse them by? Because that's the thing with the superstitions, and we got the Super Bowl coming up. So
Right.
Oh,
perfect
God.
time to talk about all the superstitions. Like so many people. I mean, probably millions of people actually think that the things that they personally do affect
That's what-
their
yeah.
team.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, so that'd be like if you wore it and then the Browns were horrible next season, it would be all
Because
your
I
fault.
wore
that
It'd be
fucking
because
shirt.
you
Exactly,
wore
yeah.
that shirt tonight.
I remember one time I
That,
bought
for that only
I
only
bought-
that
The whole
reason.
fucking season.
And the whole team would be cursing like, Jared Harkins, why'd you wear that shirt?
No, they-
Why'd you wear that shirt in
I'm
February?
a known guy in the Browns organization. I bought we were in Mexico for Matt's wedding, and you're walking down the streets, and there's all these little shops, and you'd see these like Green Bay Packers poncho,
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers, like good teams. And I made
Stillers?
It's Stillers, of course.
Bunch of yinzers.
Fucking goddamn Stillers. But I said like jokingly, there was like a group
Like
of
a
us.
Browns.
Jokingly, I'm like, if there's a Browns poncho, I'm fucking buying it. Like knowing full well,
Yeah.
there's
can't be.
no good reason that anybody should have a fucking Browns poncho in Mexico. Turns out like 2 stores down there was one.
Oh, there are a lot of brown people there.
And there are brown people there, yes.
yeah.
But I feel like the poncho.
A lot of
I can't wear the
Browns there.
poncho. I wore it once as like a rally poncho, and we lost miserably. I'm like, no, retired the poncho. Like it's just sitting. It still have it,
Yeah.
but I'm like, no, the poncho. See, it's cursed. I shouldn't have bought it.
The cursed poncho.
cursed poncho.
The
It's like
cursed
fucking
poncho.
The
Fucking-
cursed poncho. The case of the cursed poncho.
The case as read by Phil Vera.
Scooby Doo and the case of the cursed poncho.
That's what we do for next fucking episode. We're just
As-
find old
do a
radio
reading.
As-
scripts and
Yeah.
As read by Folds Vera.
Folds Vera.
Vera.
So it was a stormy night. There's a
Twas a stormy night.
Folds kind of sounds like that other guy.
Fold sounds good. Actually, when
Yeah.
you're just calling someone Fold, I kind of like that.
Yeah,
Hey, Folds.
Oh, Folds, what's up, man?
Folds, you coming over?
That's like
Folds.
a good. I like
Yeah.
that.
Nick Folds.
Nick Folds.
There you go.
Speaking of
Yeah. Ben Folds 5.
Ben Folds 5.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Dick Folds.
I got a couple.
Ball Folds.
Yeah.
All Folds.
I'm of the age. I have a couple folds.
That'd be a good name. Ball Folds.
That just sounds like weird and gross for
Yeah.
some reason. Ball folds.
Listen, if you don't have balls, you don't know what we're talking about. But if you do have balls,
Yeah.
they fold.
You know
ever
about
been
you
to
know
a-
about the folding action.
You ever been to Ball Folds, Nevada?
Iowa? Oh,
Yeah.
Nevada. Ball Folds. Ball Folds, Nevada.
But there is a place in Nevada called Mound House. Yeah.
Mound
Yeah,
House?
Mound House.
Mound
Yeah.
House.
Yeah, it's like it's on the
You
road.
could tour the
that-
country
east of
and come up
Carson
with
City.
band names and a whole like
yeah.
list of like Till I Come, Mound House.
Yeah.
Fucking Ball Folds.
Dude,
Yeah.
There's got to be a ball folds out
there's
there.
got to
yeah.
be Ball Folds.
Yeah.
I can't believe
Till I
what's it
come.
again? The
Mound House. Yeah. Yeah, it's south of Virginia City, east of Carson City.
Oh my God.
And there's this VW bug that has these spider legs on it. That's always been by the side of the road for like the past couple decades.
Really?
And it's down by where I think all the Moonlight Bunny Ranch and all that stuff is.
I
down.
was gonna make the joke.
Speaking
like,
of
I
Mound
hope-
House.
Right, I know. I
Yeah.
was gonna make the joke. Like I hope that's where all
Yeah, yeah,
Mound
yeah,
Shack.
yeah.
the Mound House.
The Mound Shack. The Mound Shack is a little old place. Where...
You're what?
But I'm going to the.
I got
Getting
me
a
a car
mound that's as big as a whale.
that's about to set sail. The Mound Shack.
Wacky and gay. I'm wacky and gay.
He still is.
He is.
Did you see that? Who's showing that video of him falling off the stage? Was it you?
Of Fred Schneider falling off the stage.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
all the fucking stage.
Yeah.
Oh, we
we
gotta
gotta
find
see
that.
that.
I don't think he fucked himself up real bad, but you just see him disappear, and then he comes back and he's like, ah!
Yeah, I'm still wacky.
Nothing can stop me now.
I can't be stopped. I'm wacky and gay.
I can't be stopped.
He's like a fucking end boss of a video game.
End boss.
of like a Nintendo 64 game. He's like, I'm wacky and gay. I can't be stopped.
And you're sitting there going, fuck, I didn't beat this guy.
I can't fucking get this guy.
I kick him and I jump over him and I keep dying. Kick him.
Every time I turn my back to him.
Yeah.
Somebody went under a dock. There they saw a rock. It wasn't a rock.
It's
yeah.
an even better word.
It's an even better word.
It was a fold.
It was a ball fold.
Oh my god.
So so we did that.
So, anyhow,
we had a
yeah.
first show,
Yeah.
which I thought was not too bad for.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I thought for
was
a
a little
first show,
rusty.
man, that's the best one I think I've played.
Yeah. So
Although
next-
listening to the songs, I couldn't fucking believe that. When you said the remixes, one of the first ones you sent was 99 Problems,
Yeah.
and I'm listening to it, I was just like, oh, shit. I played that, like,
Super
lightning
fast.
speed.
Yeah.
Man. Like,
well, nobody knows. That's the best part.
Yeah.
that is true. I mean, our mistakes...
But in like 6 months when we have to play again, we better be better on that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what, though? Our mistakes are, like, most people's best shows. So, I mean, you know.
Damn. Sick ass fool. Dude, you have the Chrome hoodie and then you have the Chrome
and the
X shirt.
Chrome X shirt.
Did you plan
Chrome
that?
I did
eggs.
not plan that.
Whoa.
I didn't even realize that, actually.
That is pretty amazing.
Yeah. Chrome
Chrome
eggs.
and Chrome eggs.
Notice we didn't even shrink the M, I don't think. It's still the same.
Yeah.
No, I know. I love that.
Is it
How it's
still
like
big?
the capital
Is it
C.
still big on there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
it is
yeah.
big. Yeah.
It's just missing AGS at the end, and this is the Chromax.
Took the hyphen out of there.
I love that the M is still big.
Yeah,
It's
big.
great. It's
Yeah.
so funny.
It's like, this is where we got it
we literally
from.
put no effort in this.
Yeah.
We chopped out ads and just made
Yeah.
Crom.
Guess where we got it from? You know we can see, but I'm doing that. Yeah.
So you played a wrestling show last weekend.
I
Oh
did.
my
Yeah,
God.
speaking of Crom,
Oh
yeah,
my
we
God.
Who
played.
got body
uh,
slammed?
No one. None of
I
us.
can't believe nobody made it in the ring, actually.
That was kind of weird
What
too.
do you mean
'cause I
nobody
thought-
made it in the ring?
Nobody, well, like the ring was about like 50 feet from the stage, maybe like 100 feet.
No,
150 feet, maybe.
No, not that far.
So
I
what,
thought
what
for
was this
sure-
show? It was bands and wrestling.
Yeah, and Caton DJing.
Okay. Bands and wrestling and Caton.
And Caton.
In a very
Like a
dark bar.
trifecta. Really?
In,
that was awesome.
Where was that?
Southgate.
Southgate. The bar
Southgate,
was
homie.
like you had to, if you walked outside from being inside that bar, you had to like legitimately take a minute to fucking adjust your eyes. 'Cause
With
that
some
shit was
shades.
like pitch black.
Yeah.
Man. It was perfect.
It was no, they had like a ring basically in this VFW hall in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he has it's this guy Bart, old friend of ours, AWS Wrestling. He has his own. He's been doing it there for a while, but I guess this is one of the first times he's done there, like having bands play and do this kind of thing. It was like an afternoon thing. But yeah, there was like 2 matches, and then Gravehill played, and then it was like another match or 2, and then Crom played. And
Gravehill were fantastic.
yeah,
as well, but
Gravehill
they're
were
fucking
good dudes.
awesome, man.
Yeah, good dudes.
Yeah, like
and-
like some of the nicest dudes ever, and they just fucking rip, man.
Yeah, they
Like,
were
that-
good.
God, that band's good. I've never seen them live before.
Yeah, they were good, and then Caton, playing all the jams, all the
Yeah.
metal jams, and then we played and act like fucking idiots.
It
so-
was the Crom set was like fucking glorious. It was great. It was really good, man. Like they did the Stone Cold song,
Yeah.
theme song.
yeah,
and
we did
then,
a couple
like,
theme songs.
oh my god! At one point, I don't know, Phil gave his guitar to some dude, and then he's like fucking doing like the Rockettes kick
Yeah,
with
yeah.
like some other dudes like in the pit.
I think they
Like,
wanted to pit, but I'm like, I'm not gonna pit.
so funny, man. Like
It's in the chorus line, so
what was the one you were doing? Ah, God, man, it was one song that was so goddamn funny. You're like singing and you go, you like sang this few lines. You're like, you know the words, and then like sang it again. You're like, come on, you know it. Like, you keep on saying that shit after.
you know the words.
I was fucking
Everybody's
losing.
just like-
I was
everybody's
laughing
like-
so hard, and nobody else was like. I mean, people were just like rocking out, having
Yeah.
fun, but I'm like, dude, the subtle genius of Phil Vera on stage, that's so fucking brilliant,
Yeah,
man.
it was fun, man. It was cool. The ring. It's weird though. It wasn't that far, and I'm surprised none of us ran into the ring and started fucking off. We were just kind of running around out because there was like a stage, and then there was a floor, and then there was like the ring. So it was like a little ways, but not that far. And even after, I remember there was like some people just running around the ring after. I'm like,
Oh, really? Just fucking around?
yeah, but I was like, why didn't none of us went into the
Yeah.
ring? That's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
strange, you know?
It's the obvious choice.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe that was the obvious.
That's why.
We're not
Like,
gonna
yeah, too obvious.
Yeah, it's too obvious.
Yeah, it's amateur.
It's amateur. Amateur.
But I felt so awful for the first match because there was
Everybody was just kind of like,
God, maybe 15 people there, like including the vendors and shit.
Yeah.
And it didn't really get packed until by the time Crom played, it was packed.
yeah, it was more.
But these guys wrestled and they were good. Whoever the opening two dudes were, and they were like, they're doing work, man. But there was maybe 5 people standing around the ring, and like they're trying to like get people into it. They're like, come on! And it's like you hear one guy like, all right, woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like it was so weird, man.
So early, you know.
It was so early, and it was.
But I heard.
Matches where I felt
I
bad.
heard those people. Like I think he brought them in, and they're getting paid just as much as they were going to get paid doing a later one.
I'm sure, yeah. And
So
they get it's training too.
Yeah. So, but it still sucks. It's like saying like, hey man, you guys are playing like, the show with whatever, but you're playing like at 5. There's gonna be
You're
no
playing
one
with
here.
Guns N' Roses, but like 2 days before.
Yeah.
In the
stage.
parking lot.
In the parking lot.
You'll get paid the same. Don't worry.
Yo, fuck, man. One, I was stoked. No, I'm not. Yeah.
There
so.
was a what's it called? No, never mind. I just fucking blanked there, man.
No, there was a.
Long week.
There was a.
I figured I was gonna bring something up. I shelved it in my head mentally, which plays well. Fuck you guys.
Hello.
What? Where am I? Oh, are we still recording?
Ball folds. Who's that?
Anyways, ball folds. Yes, ball folds. Thank you.
Ball folds. Let's get us back
folds, yeah.
back on there.
Okay.
So yeah, that was this month has been pretty busy, man. I mean,
Yeah.
how was your holidays? We
We
can actually go over the holidays, man. I mean,
why bother?
that was great. I heard yours were good.
Christmas.
Christmas?
Christmas.
Christmas?
Holidays were crazy. We weren't into it this year.
No?
Yeah.
You guys didn't do anything?
Yeah.
When was the fires and all that shit? Was that around that time?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That whole thing.
Yeah, that's right. There were the fires because we had. Well, I told my fire story before. We had the fire across the street and all that. And
No, that was another
that was
one.
around Labor Day. But then, yeah, there was another round of fires.
And then flood.
That was in December. And
You're like Moses there.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
testing you. God is testing you, Mr.
Damn
Dodge.
you!
Damn you!
But there were fires nearby, but not as close this time. But
Maybe you could part
Yeah.
like a sea of beer.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good.
But no, earlier in January, yeah, when we got, for anyone not paying attention, winter has passed us by entirely in Southern
yeah,
California.
yeah.
It's just
like
you know,
80 now.
Yeah, but we had a 2-day winter.
Yeah. Rough.
Where it just was like the heaviest rain we've ever.
was it,
It's like
yeah.
seriously something like 4 inches in 2 days, like
Oh, that was
crazy,
gnarly, yeah.
crazy amount of rain. But like otherwise it's in the 80s.
Back to the
before
80s.
and after, yeah. But yeah, during those torrential rains, yeah, we got some of those mudslides like right in front of our
It
house.
was like a CNN.
yeah.
What was that, dude?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were
Yeah.
joking.
Yeah, no, because we woke up because it was just like torrential rains. I'm thinking, okay, are there going to be any sort of mudslides? And it wasn't. The fire wasn't like it hadn't burned the whole hillside in front or in back. It was nearby, like towards the end of the street, but it wasn't directly. So I wasn't too worried about mudslides coming down directly to our house.
Right.
But oh shit, did a lot of mud come down. It was like a country road for a couple weeks. It was
That's
just
fucking
mud all the
scary,
way down. And I came outside that morning and yeah, it was probably like, I don't know, yay deep.
That's looks
yeah.
probably like 8 inches, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Probably like 6 to 8 inches
Yeah,
of just
yeah.
solid mud all the way down. It covered our whole front yard.
He was
Not-
showing
the
his
whole-
dick. That's why.
Yeah,
That's.
the whole, yeah.
he pulled it out,
probably-
he's
let me get a unit of measurement. Yeah, that's 8 inches.
I mean,
yeah.
from here I could see your dick, and it was like about
Yeah.
8 inches.
You see the folds?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
Like
folds.
if you extend the folds.
I think it's gonna be folds
yeah,
Dodge from
if,
now
if
on.
you extend the
Not
folds,
folds
it's
Vera.
8 inches. Yeah.
No, looking at that cock.
Yeah. But
Couple
No.
indentations too, and it's curving to the right. Kind of pointy too. It looked like one of those
Oh.
what are those the little hats, the little yellow hat for when you're in the rain. It's just a little
Oh,
top.
the rain slicker. or
Galosh,
whatever.
yeah.
Galoshes.
I look
what
like
you-
Steve Zissou with the little red cap. Or,
That's what it looked like. Your cock looked like that.
it's my cock looked like Steve Zissou. But,
Is that how you pronounce it? Zissou?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
those
But yeah, there was
real.
but there was a decent amount of mud that covered not our front yard, but like that little strip of lawn that's between the sidewalk and the street.
Yeah,
like
that-
that up to the whole sidewalk all the way.
That was the picture that was on there, huh?
Yeah, so
That's crazy.
so I took a couple pictures. I posted one of them on Instagram, and like within half an hour, the Weather Channel is just like, "Oh, hey, can we,
Oh, they were hitting you up?
can we use your photo?"
they
And-
actually contacted
yeah,
you?
they're just like, just reply #yes to at the or something like that.
What a trip.
And so at first it was on the Weather Channel site.
Girl, where's my money?
Yeah, and then after that,
Yeah,
someone was
speaking
just
of
like,
royalties.
"Oh, hey, I work for CNN. Can we use that?" And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
I don't work
cool.
for CNN, so what do I get? out of
Yeah,
this?
exactly.
Yeah. So you're gonna I'm gonna do your job, and you're not gonna pay
Yeah.
me shit for
Yeah.
Yeah.
it. I see.
You're just being extra nice.
Yeah.
Hi, Mr. Chris Dodge.
Fake
Yeah.
news.
Yeah.
Had to read your names.
Fake news.
Yeah.
Girl, hi, Chris Dodge.
Yeah.
Fucking fakers.
Yeah.
Fake news.
Yeah. So that was on that site for a while. That was fun. That was my
Yeah,
that
that
was
was-
my moment of fame.
I literally thought it was a joke. I was like, okay, he's just fucking off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
I'm
no.
like, oh, wait.
No, and that's a funny thing. They actually on the CNN site they put like a caption just like, when Chris Dodge woke up this morning, his front yard looked very different. So like, geez, he
His
sort
front
of
yard looked very.
looked very different than usual.
Here's nature's way of mowing the lawn.
Yeah, exactly.
Chris Folds Dodge.
Yeah.
Chris Folds Dodge.
All right. What's? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Are we locked
Uh-oh.
out?
We're out.
Uh-oh.
We're out.
Are we recording?
Should we?
No, it's done.
Shit.
No.
Should we take a break?
Yeah, we can take a
I'm gonna
break.
go get that other beer.
Yeah, we're thirsty, so we're gonna take a little break.
thirsty.
There'll probably be.
You're gay.
We're gonna get wacky and gay. We'll be right back.
Pressure somehow escapes. Kaiser's pass is incomplete. Right through the hands of Coleman.
Ball goes right through his hands. That play sums up the entire season. The 2017 Browns joined the 2008 Lions as the only teams to go 0-16.
We gotta stay behind their back. That's how it go. Win or lose. When you get married, you just can't throw your wife away because she ain't winning. You gotta help her out. Stay there.
Darkness, my old friend.
Maybe I'm not Mark who works at Arby's. Maybe I'm Onyx, the fortuitous, slayer of the bright realm.
God damn it, Rock! Get up! Oh, hey. AWS Promotions will have their 16-year anniversary event on Saturday night, March 24th, 2008 at the American Legion Post, number 335 in Southgate, California, on 9535 California Avenue. The show starts at 8 p.m. God damn it! The Alternative Wrestling Show brings you not only the top local pro wrestling stars from the top schools in California, but also top talents from all over the world. At the anniversary event, see former WCW TNA superstar Daphne as she returns to Southern Cal after well over 2 years. See New Japan Lucha Underground superstar Jeff Cobb take on the AWS champion Tyler Bateman. See the debut to AWS of Jessica Havoc, as seen also in TNA Wrestling. Tons more. 10 huge matches. Tickets can be purchased online with the PayPal account to paypal.me/AWS Promotion. Tons of AWS talent over the years has gone on to the WWE, TNA, Lucha Underground, Japan Promotions, and much, much more. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/AWS Promotions / not the guitar player, just a fucking slash. You're killing me, Rock.
Okay, I must say one thing. Emo-core must be the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Come on, man.
But, just in case you're wondering, I read in my Thrasher the other day that in fact, what my band, along with other bands in the city, was playing was emo-core. I'm thinking emo Phillips, comedian Ian-core? Why no, emotional hardcore. As if hardcore wasn't emotional to begin with. Anyway, it's caca.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Give me some.
Folds.
Bill.
Folds. 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 When he's
God damn it! I can't get the scissors open.
why'd you stab your hand?
Yeah, well.
It's a trip to the hospital. Here we go.
Folds. Folds. Folds.
Go. Go. Folds. 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 He's shotgunning a beer right now. I don't.
Oh,
You should.
oh, damn it! I forgot to.
The hole wasn't big enough, goddammit. I get it! No, it really wasn't big enough.
You didn't get the whole thing?
I wasn't joking. Yeah, let me.
Oh,
There you go.
there it is.
Delicious.
I have to kick my own hipster ass because I'm drinking.
I know,
you're
exactly.
drinking a
Drinking a pab.
That's what it's used for, though. Shotgun it. Fuck it.
You know what the fucked up thing I was thinking too today? It's so dumb. I was listening to the mixes. I'm like, we didn't burp on this record at all.
Darn.
You know what I mean?
Oh, darn.
That's like a total like
Go for the obvious.
beer. Well, here's a good topic: beer songs.
Beer songs. Your
What
favorite
are some of
beer
the favorite
songs?
beer songs, or just songs that wrote about beer?
There aren't any. That's why we had to write them.
Yeah, that's
True. Well, we wrote a whole record.
Yes.
Some people just have a beer song.
I can't think of a specific song, but
Specific beer.
I like
can.
Tankard.
Oh yeah, Tankard.
Tankard's
Yeah,
a
I was
great
gonna
band.
say
Tankard's a
all of
great band.
Tankard.
All of
All of
Tankard.
Tankard's
Tankard's a
great.
great band.
They have one of the funniest choruses. It's like the most fucked up chorus ever. Is the tell me what you see when you look at me. Is it more than my HIV? That is an actual Tankard chorus.
That's fucked up.
That's pretty fucked
That's
up.
mean.
But then all their other songs are very.
Oh, the other ones are cool, right?
Oh, they're like normal
Besides that.
drinking songs.
You know, I do have. I have
First album's cool.
I have a few more Paps in the fridge. I could do another one and maybe make it real.
Oh, no. We need
I
to
say
keep
go
it
for
real.
It's Thursday.
What's up?
It's Thursday.
It is
I mean,
Thursday.
That's
And I have work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
and
Yeah,
Thursday,
so
you gotta
perfect.
work in the morning.
Perfect combo.
My
Got it,
eyes,
shotgun.
my eyes are already teared up, so I might as well do another one. No, the reason why I am shotgunning this beer is because I believe we're done with the mixes, and that means Phil gets to do nothing this weekend.
Good job. I will say-
Finally.
You'll all
finally.
hear.
Fuck,
Phil's
it's about
handiwork,
time.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was fucking
Like
lazy
months
for a
of
few
dicking
months.
around.
Oh, look
Oh, my
at
God.
spilled
What
beer
happened?
on me. Oh, no, the band Atrophy had a song called Beer Bong.
Beer
That
bong.
had a big burp at the end.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early No Effects, there's that song, Beer Bong.
Beer Bong? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
There's
Yeah,
a field of them in the Municipal Waste catalog as well.
Oh, that's true.
Beer
That's
pressure.
true.
Beer pressure.
Yeah,
Beer
that's-
pressure's
That's
a
like
good one.
I love that
That's a
song.
good
It's
one.
like one of the ultimate.
That one
drinking
wins.
tunes.
What about all the country
Or you're
songs?
cut off.
All the country.
I like beer.
Oh, yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
what's there's
Beer
Old
Drinkers,
Milwaukee's Best
Hellraisers?
Is My Best Friend. You ever heard that one?
Yeah.
It's like a country tune, and the chorus. Jeremy with the E-Rock band, we were gonna cover it. It's like It's an awesome
Milwaukee's
country
best.
song, but it's like, "Old Milwaukee's best is my best friend." It's fucking awesome. It's great. It's on YouTube.
One whiskey, one bourbon, one beer.
one beer.
One bourbon, one scotch.
One bourbon, one scotch. Oh, did I?
beer.
One whiskey.
Yeah, same difference. Yeah, you can mix it up, combination. That was John Lee Hooker, right?
Yeah, originally, and then
George Thorogood.
George Thorogood.
Guy with the huge mouth.
yeah. That's what he does when you say hi to him. Hi, George.
This guy with those horse teeth.
Oh God, big old horse teeth. You shoot him with a tranquilizer.
Yeah.
You guys ever heard Jimmy Liggins?
Jimmy Liggins.
We covered this song with the Eagle Rock Brewery Band. I ain't drunk, I'm just drinking.
I don't know. I like it.
It's a great tune. Wait for the chorus. It's coming up.
That's me.
Elvira.
Set 'em up. Another round. Set 'em up. It's a great tune. By the way.
Rocket Robin.
Have you ever
Rocket Robin.
you ever feel
Rocket Robin.
Jimmy Liggins. This is old blues guy, man. His songs are all about booze.
Hey, yo. Give me a malted. Give me a malted and a beer.
Toots.
Give me a malted and a cream soda.
Cream soda from me and Spider. The girl Spider. From New York.
Sounds like
girl
a skit on a Dictators album or something.
Hey, babe, get off my hog. Go get yourself a apple pie.
Go get yourself a malted and something pretty. Here's a quarter.
It's a quarter.
Here's a quarter. Oh, get the newspaper. And get a bag of Skittles. Like, those aren't even around then.
Bag of Skittles.
It's like, here's a quarter. All this shit you can get with it. Get a coffee and a burger.
Get a bazooka and some red vines.
Give me some red vines. Oh, and yeah, buy yourself something nice, like a skirt or something.
Buy yourself a whole new outfit with what you got left over.
You'll have about 18 cents left over. So buy yourself a nice outfit.
Go get all dolled up.
Something all polka dot that I like, you know?
I'll take you somewhere nice with a change from that.
Then after that, I'll take that change. I'll take that 4 cents. Take you to the drive-in.
With that 4 cents. God, why are we back in that day? Like, if we traveled back in time with $10, we'd be like,
Yeah.
what do you want to do, man? Sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit.
Yeah. I have $10.
We just end up doing the same shit.
$10. I'm gonna buy a house.
Yeah. Buy a house and a burger.
And a malted.
I'll still have enough for a malted after I buy the house.
I'll rent out some rooms and buy some more malteds.
No, well, okay. What we were talking about in the break was this fucking, what is it, Ron Ashton story?
Oh, goddamn. This is just an absolute. If people listening haven't heard the story, which is probably safe to say most of them haven't.
Have
you ever said it?
No. Well, I have posted a link on Facebook.
Did you?
Before, yeah, a long time ago.
This is just like fucking sit back and get prepared for one
No,
of the
it's
most insane,
no, it's funny because
insane things.
Because years go by and I completely forget about it, and for whatever reason, I listen to Stooges now and then, and one of the all-time greatest.
Yeah.
And just for whatever reason, I forget about it for years and years and years, and then something triggers, and I'm like, oh fuck, that's right. Ron Ashton was all bent out of shape about Slap a Ham not putting his record out. I totally forgot about that. And strangely enough, the reason that I found that out was by reading his obituary when he died. It was in his freaking obituary.
Devastated the man.
The fact that it carried over into his obituary.
You devastated a legend.
It's like Ron Ashton from the Stooges. He dies. There's this obituary. I think Dan Lactos might have sent me the link. He's just like, dude, you gotta check this out. There's a whole thing, whatever, Detroit and classic early punk legend, whatever, Iggy Pop, blah blah blah. It's like, okay,
just skim over all
that. Yeah, just yeah.
Let's get to the meat and potatoes.
Bunch of white noise. So then,
Bunch of white dudes.
Yeah, bunch of white dudes
Bunch of
from
white dudes.
Detroit. So, yeah, it was like the mid '90s or so, and so it's like, okay, in the '90s he was trying to like start up his career again, whatever. He had new bands and stuff, and but just really couldn't get it off the ground, and he seemed particularly devastated that a label called Slap a Ham wouldn't help him put out his comeback record. I'm like, what the fuck?
Crazy.
No way.
And there's no way at the time, like, you didn't know that you had Ron Ashton's like comeback record. In
No,
your hands when you
no,
got it, right? I mean, this
no.
is like
He's like, this is it.
crazy.
Yeah.
Slap a Ham and me. We're going to
I know, we're
fucking
going
Hollywood.
to the moon.
And it's not like old school.
To the
guys,
moon,
so,
Doris,
I mean,
or
like,
what's
Yeah,
he
yeah.
lived in that planet where, like, if you got a record deal, it didn't matter. Like, the record deal meant success and shit. And like,
Yeah.
God, what
It didn't matter. So
did you say he like sank like 10 grand into the demo or something?
that was in one of the because when we were talking about before, I think we were looking up. There was some interview.
Oh my
Because
God.
it wasn't just that obituary. If you Google, just look up Ron Ashton Slap a Ham, and you'll come up with a couple articles. There's a really lengthy interview where he says something. He's talking about like his recording that he did, and I think he did say like he spent 10 grand on recording. He's just like, even Slap a Ham wouldn't even put out my record.
So
I was like, wait,
crazy.
what? Why are you? I don't get it. Why are you so crushed by like some like
You
the
spent
world-
10 grand to get it on Slap a Ham?
It was so bizarre.
Did you spend that
There's
much?
probably a couple bands that spent $10.
Did you spend that much on the Wink Martindale side of the
I
record?
don't think I spent 10,000 the whole time Slap a Ham was around to press all the records that came out.
Fuck.
Yeah, but I mean, it was funny. It's just like, okay, this one-man bedroom label where I press everything like 1,000, 2,000 copies of stuff. It's all super extreme music, and then some guy sends
Here we
me
go.
just like punk rock and roll, whatever. Which is like, okay, even if it's really good, I'm not doing you any favors, you Ron Ashton, by putting out your record, because no one's gonna find. I don't have the distribution for your fans to find your record.
Yeah,
I'm
like
not
it could be in like hardcore.
Yeah,
record
exactly.
shops, like
it's like nobody. Yeah, like anybody who's a huge Stooges fan is not buying Slap a Ham records,
right.
and people who are buying Slap a Ham records are gonna get a Ron Ashton record and be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Because they're at that point, mid '90s, people were buying every release because they trust that the label.
Right.
At that point, I had a certain sound of like the type of stuff I was doing.
Wink Martindale.
Yeah, Wink Martindale, and
25
yeah, exactly. And so
High Rex.
like people are just buying it, and it's good for the newer bands because there's like that following of Slap a Ham stuff. It's like, well, I haven't heard of this band, but it's on this label,
on,
so
I'm
I'm
gonna buy
going to
it.
check this out. I'm probably going to like it. And so there's that. So if you slip them a Mickey like that, and they're like,
What?
yeah.
Well, it's like, actually,
So
Epitaph did that with Wayne Kramer.
Yeah, it's like
From
a
the MC5.
lose situation.
So like
Nobody gave a shit about the Wayne Kramer being on Epitaph in the 90s either.
So maybe like in the Motor City, like it's like do, 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 do. Guy pulls out. He's like, hey, let me get a malted, and you got that new Ron Ashton record on Slap a Ham?
New one Slap. What do you mean Slap a Ham didn't put it
Hey,
out?
babe, get back on my hog. I don't want anybody. Anyways,
Yeah, if it's not on Slap a Ham, I'm not buying it.
fuck it. I thought it was on Slap a Ham.
Fuck.
Well, I found, if you type in Ron Ashton Slap a Ham, like this is the first article that
found
comes
it.
up. It's the second question.
Yeah.
And it was it frustrating for you that the recognition was so long and and then it has got to be weird because these guys like
It's really like
At
lit
this-
a fire under his
I mean,
ass.
at this point,
That's so amazing.
like he's like talking about, I mean, they were like a big deal, and like he had already moved on. To
What did he
Yeah.
do in the Stooges? Like play bass or something?
He was guitar basically.
Played guitar, yeah.
And Scott, his brother, I think, played drums.
Oh, okay.
And but yeah, and like
I don't
mean,
know much about them.
yeah,
I know
The
Iggy.
internet-
Iggy
I
was
think
over
this
there.
guy Iggy was a trumpet player or something.
Like,
I don't know.
The internet basically brought
Iggy Smalls.
the Stooges and MC5 and bands like that out of like their grave.
Iggy Folds.
Iggy Folds. Iggy Folds
Iggy
5.
Folds 5, yeah. But here's his response. Check this out.
Iggy Folds.
He said, "I got a big music book with all the record companies' addresses and all
He's
that."
got a big music book the size of a whale.
About to set sail.
And
Sorry.
yeah, here it is. I spent $10,000, money I saved, doing recording and sending out my stuff. I started with every label. I went from top to bottom, and I didn't even get
Bottom.
rejection notices. 2 called back with rejections. a label called Lime Green Spider. I thought was maybe one of the low ones. I thought was maybe one of the lows. And a record label called Slap a Ham. I thought, if I can't get on Slap a Ham, but Slap a Ham didn't even want me. When did that happen? This was the 90s with Dark Carnival in the early 90s.
Did you respond to
Using
him? Like,
Strail
I don't want to
Monsters,
do
No,
it.
I probably did. I think that's what he's saying.
He's-
The-
yeah,
the
you-
only
you were
two,
one of the- you were the
the
one
only
of the
two who
responses,
responded is like, nah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so
Hey, Ron Ashton.
So insane
Yes.
to think.
Nah. Click.
Yes.
What band were you
Yeah,
in?
the-
The Stoolies?
Yeah, the Stoolies.
No, let's do the phone call.
Yeah.
Bring, bring. You answer.
Which one am I?
You're Dodge and I'm Ron Ashton.
So I'm me. and
Yeah.
you're-
Yeah.
Okay, so
Bring, bring. Bring, bring.
no, you pick up.
Oh. You're calling me. Oh, yeah, yeah. Bring, bring.
Yeah, you pick up.
Hello.
Yes, is this Mr. Ron Ashton?
Yeah, hold on a second. Hey, Toots, get my hog. Yeah, make sure the hog's still running because we're going to get out of here in a bit, baby. We got to go get him malted. Yeah, this is Ron Ashton. Who's this?
Ron Ashton from
Yeah.
the Stoolies, the Stool Pigeons.
From the yeah.
What band? Hold, you were in a band that people cared about, right? What
Yeah,
was
it was a
What
long
it?
time ago, back in the
What
40s.
was it called?
The
Sean on Na band.
Stoolie and the Stool Pigeons.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah. This is Chris Dodge from Slap a Ham
Oh,
Records.
Slap a Ham, yeah.
Yeah, Slap a Ham.
I'm very interested,
You're pretty
man.
excited.
I've sunk a bunch of money at this stupid ass record, and I really want you to put it out.
How much money?
A lot. Let's just say a lot. More than you've ever put in any of your stupid records.
Like how much? How much? is a
More
lot?
than you made off the Wink Martindale
much-
record.
How much? Give me a clue. Give me a clue.
More than you made off the J.J. Walker and Wink Martindale.
Okay,
record.
so at least 10 grand.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
about 10 grand.
Okay.
Wow, how'd you know that?
Yeah. Well, because I made about 9K on the Jimmy Walker. So I'm thinking okay, so 10K.
All right.
This guy's probably got 10K. You probably got 10K laying around because you're a rock star. It's just pocket change to you, right?
You, a lot of anticipation on my end. Like, are you interested? You know, like there's some good songs on there. You know, me and my brother used to jam together.
Define good.
I don't know what else you put out, but it's me and some friends.
Are you thinking of like branching out into power violence anytime soon?
Yeah,
like, that's what the kids are listening to now.
Yeah, white power. I think that's like. I figure that if that's what I got to do, then I'll do it. I gotta get this record out.
So you're a fan of Screwdriver?
Sure, whoever they are. That sounds
if it gets
good.
you signed,
if it gets me signed,
you'll
I'll be a big fan.
Right?
I'll wear their hat.
Okay.
I'll wear their shirts. I'll wear their
Rahowa, all the way. Yeah. Okay. 88.
88.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite numbers.
Okay, that's what I thought. Well, I'm just calling to let you know. I don't know. I'm going to sum it up in a word.
Nah.
Click. Yeah.
Click.
So that's how it went down, huh?
That's exactly what happened.
And then he said, "Fuck it, I got a quarter. I'm gonna go get him.
Ah,
I'm gonna get
fuck
him
it.
malted. Get my lady
Fuck
something
it.
nice to wear.
Slap
go to
a
the
Ham won't
movies,
put it
maybe
out.
Put a down payment. Yeah, Slap a Ham will put it out.
Yeah.
God, so you were like the lowest of the totem pole. That's probably why he
know
was
what
so
happened?
mad at you.
You know what happened? That quote got picked up by like Reuters or something. So because there's like a shitload of articles with that very
header?
last line, which is fucking legendary.
That's fantastic.
If I can't get but Slap a Ham didn't even.
So it's
want
pretty
me.
funny. Like I didn't even know until after he died that I bummed out a legend. You know, it's like a legendary musician who's like, probably the early roots of punk, of everything that we love.
Went to the grave.
Went to the grave bitter against me. It was my label. It wasn't like somebody else like heard the demo and was like, nah.
It was you going.
It was me directly. Me, Chris Dodge. I bummed out Ron Ashton.
That's insane.
High five.
There you go.
You know how I mean, like, think of how many insane like collector nerds.
That was our
and shit
ass
that
cheek
it's like-
smacking. People couldn't see that.
I mean, people got to be.
Let's slap
fucking-
cocks.
The delay was
Kind of folded over.
the
each
delay
other.
was the cock hitting, and then the heads wrapped
folded
around
over
and smacked
went-
each other.
And they spun and went all the way up and then all the way
What is
down.
that, like tetherball?
Yeah. It's like Napoleon
Where it
Dynamite
goes
playing
like that, it goes,
tetherball.
and then,
Yeah.
God, you gotta stop shotgunning beers.
I know.
Damn.
That's the best part. Ryan Harkins doesn't even drink.
I don't even
He
drink.
knocks
destroys
I
everything.
wreck everything.
Although I knocked over your drums before.
You did,
and I
that was
just-
pretty
before.
good.
That's before we started drinking.
I
you just mentioned go get a beer. I'm like, I started scrambling and knocked over everything.
I'm like the one that's fucked up, and I have not cut myself or knocked over anything.
That's impressive.
The night's still
But I'm the one
young.
with like broken
I
legs.
did.
and
I
all that
used to.
stupid
I
shit.
did legitimately have for a while the nickname the Slurricane. So.
Slur what?
Slurricane. Just come through, get fucking loaded, and wreck everything.
Is
Like,
there
that was
some
kind
is
of
there
my
some
MO.
shitty hip hop song, some Slurricane, like from the '90s or something like
Is
that?
there? I don't
think
know.
Yo, check it. Son. Take a moment. Slurricane.
Bitches.
Let's take a moment.
Yo.
Slurricane.
Yo.
That's pretty good, huh?
Yo, that was tight.
There's
You ever-
one-
I was really into Paris, but I
Did
couldn't.
you ever like think about it? Like,
Oh, dude, I have a whole.
musically, directionally, taking it somewhere different.
I had a whole
like,
record, and I took it to fucking Slap-A-Ham. They didn't want to put it out.
I know.
Dude, that guy
Yeah.
won't put out
I know.
shit.
They won't put out anything.
Guy doesn't know real talent, and then fucking bit him in the ass. Ron Ashton,
Yeah.
Full Barrel.
I know.
Old Vera.
Old Vera?
No, Slurricane. That was Slurricane.
Slurricane.
This is Slurricane.
This is Slurricane.
Is the hip hop name now?
Yeah.
To compare you to someone, I would like more present day. You'd be like the next Waka Flocka.
The next Tyga.
Tyga. 2
Tyga.
Chainz. I mean,
Yeah, 2 Chains.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
God's just
be like
pissed
3,
all over.
but I'd be like 5 Chains.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's just how high and
Yeah.
mighty Chris was in the 90s.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah.
That's how powerful I
I
was.
bet you Ambrosia came up to you and you're like, nah. Yo, your good times are behind you.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
But I used to get demos like that. That's the thing is like in the '90s, especially, it was stuff like that where you had like, oh hey, here's a catalog of every record label, or books on like music industry, and it's just
You know
like
what hit
every
me?
label, every club, every promoter, whatever, and like you're looking at a book. It's like
Catalog.
You put out
Yeah.
that Melvin's record,
yeah.
and I bet you like that had a lot because I mean the
That's
Melvins,
what steered it off course.
Well, I
did a
bet
Fu
you, 'cause
Manchu
people
record, didn't
knew-
you?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people
Yeah.
know
Fu
who
Manchu
the
record.
Melvins are.
Yeah.
And Fu Manchu
Yeah.
and shit. So maybe that's what it was. Is people
Yeah.
are just like, well, fuck.
Could be,
Burning
yeah.
Witch too. You were doing some.
I did-
just
yeah, I
off
did
the
the Burn-
wall
yeah.
shit. Towers. or-
Yeah, I put out the Burning Witch Towers record. That threw people for a loop.
I don't think I ever heard.
But I
of
mean, at that point, like it'd been mostly like power violence or sort of stuff.
So that was like the full on like gut
So that was-
punch. like-
yeah, exactly. Well, because Burning Witch, I was addicted to for so long, and I was just like, God, I love this. It doesn't really fit with the label, but this is so.
did
so
like
fucking
O'Malley
good.
hit you up?
Yeah, because O'Malley was living in the UK at the time, and he was doing some doom zine. I forgot what it was called.
Well,
And
he
he's-
did Descent. That was like.
Is that?
his-
Yeah. So
I
he-
remember me and Chris met him like at Century Media back in the 90s at some
Okay.
point. He was doing Descent.
Yeah.
He came down to hang out and we just hung out for a little
Yeah,
bit.
because he sent that to me, and he sent me the Burning Witch cassette, and at that point it was already
Such
like,
a great name,
like,
Burning Witch.
Yeah, that's awesome.
At that point, I think it was at least a year old already, and he was trying to find someone to put it out. Which
Wow.
I mean, you think about it now, is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But so he sent it to me, and I think at the time, like I really truly loved it, but it was kind of different for labels. So I was like kind of on the fence, and then
Well, not
also,
only that time,
and also I couldn't. I just didn't have the money to put out anything. That's the thing. It's like as a one-person label, it was just like release by release. So each year I put out maybe like 5 things if I was lucky.
So like whatever you made off that release paid for.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like
Yeah.
waiting. It's kind of like, just cascading down, waiting for, okay, well, I get the money back from these. I can put it in this, but I got to wait till I get that money. Then I'll
Right.
put this out.
So you no promises like, hey. we're
Yeah,
gonna-
exactly. So I usually,
It's so fucking thankless. Too.
so I usually had a
Crazy.
couple things lined up already. And then when something really cool fell in my lap, it's just like, well, I don't know.
the
Maybe,
fuck am I gonna
maybe
do this?
6 months from now, if you'd still want to do it. But like, that was the thing. I told him that it was awesome, but I couldn't do anything with it, and much like I told Ron Ashton. And
So
then,
Ron Ashton wasn't persistent with you. Didn't go like, okay, I'm gonna try again with Dodge.
look, come on, Dodge,
Yeah.
you and me,
You and
going
me.
to the top. No, but then, so I had that Burning Witch tape, and I listened to it all the time, like seriously for I think like half a year or so.
Yeah.
And then my tape busted like, fuck, I have to get another
Have
copy
to put
of
it
this.
out.
I have to get another copy of this. So I tracked him down again and I said, please, can I get another copy of this? And, actually, kind of looking at stuff now, if you still want to put something out, maybe we could do it. And at that point, he hooked up with some German label. So they did the other session, like those other 3 songs.
Oh, okay.
Drawing a blank on what it was called.
Because we at Sutherland we did the box set.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
that's
yeah.
all in there. But I can't remember what that was called.
Yeah,
it's something. It's right before.
Rift Canyon
Canyons.
Dreams.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So German label put that one out, and he's like, "But these other 4, if you want to put it out as a 12-inch," and like, yeah, sure.
How many
so
did you
I
press
did
of
it.
that?
I think 2,000.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Damn,
and that was a slow seller.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Well, I still have some,
but they go for a lot of money.
yeah,
right?
that's the thing. Like, because
You should have hoarded all of them. Just been like,
I know. Well, I may as well have because I still have,
Yo, they'll get popular. They'll get popular.
Yeah, exactly. But I ended up with a box of.
They'll get popular.
One day,
Yeah.
I'll sell all these on eBay for $250.
You're like lying on the
piece.
box, lying on all the boxes. They'll get popular. One day they'll get popular. One day they'll get popular. One day they'll get popular.
Well, I still have a box of them because I had several boxes
I want
of
one
them
of those.
because
I
I got
gotta get
excuse me. Yeah, excuse me. I went. What was I saying? No, Revolver, who was my distributor.
okay.
Kind of towards it when the label was winding down, they sent me back like a pallet of all the leftover stuff, which was
okay.
mostly like the later CDs and shit that didn't sell.
Yeah.
And then they sent back several boxes of Burning Witch. I'm like, oh fuck.
So you didn't know
Nobody
those were,
wants
like
this.
existed until they sent it back.
Yeah. And so then I've been
selling them like.
been a huckster and selling them here and
man,
there.
I mean,
But
I would
still
imagine
got
those go
some.
for a lot because that was.
I don't know. Well, since it got reissued, I don't know
right.
if they do it. I haven't looked in a long time, but
still pretty rare.
yeah, it's just a great record. So
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I run into someone like, oh, I don't have that. I'm like, well, just so happens I got a copy for you.
Check it out.
Hey,
Here you go.
I don't have that.
Yeah, I'll bring some by.
That's pretty crazy, man. That's
But how did we start talking about
Well,
that?
with the whole Ron
Ron
Ashton
Ashton.
thing, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
but
still
We went from Ron Ashton and Burning Witch somehow, but that's good.
well,
Good
I think it was some of your.
We're talking about stuff that was like the different sort of releases.
Yeah, because even like it seemed like the early ones were like Melvin's. Like, how
Yeah,
did that come
yeah.
about? That was just like some.
Well, it was because when I started the label, it wasn't like I wasn't going for like a certain. It wasn't like a
You had to go
certain
Power
sound.
Islands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It wasn't like this certain identity.
What was the order? Was like
I always wanted to put out records.
the first record was
First one was the Infest PHC.
Velcro was
split one.
Velcro.
Oh, Velcro
Same
overdose.
release.
Velcro
hand job.
overdose.
It seems like you and Relapse did the same release.
Yeah, Velcro hand job 001.
0001.
Yeah.
Very lofty goals.
Yeah. But I'd been wanting to do records for years, and when I moved to San Francisco, because I was writing for Maximum Rock and Roll and kind of being part of the whole Gilman scene and knowing all those people and Lookout Records and being in San Francisco and knowing the folks at Alternative Tentacles and John Yates, who's running Allied, and it's just like, all around us there's all these
shit
people
was
who are
going
like
on.
starting to do labels and everything. So I was like, okay, finally I'm around people who actually know how to do this. So
Right.
I'm just going
So
to
you just picked it up from
pick
them.
everyone's brains. Like, what do I do? What do I do next? How do I get
They
it
were like,
mastered?
"Don't get involved."
Was that they were like, no, don't bother. But no, I just asked everybody to tell me how to do it, and it's just all the resources were there. So when I finally got going, first one was the Infest PHC split.
Oh, okay. Right.
And then because I've been friends with those guys for a while. I'd known Eric Wood for years, and
Right.
and they were talking about doing a split release anyway. And so when I finally was at the point where okay, I want to start this label, I was talking to Eric, and I said, well, if you want, I could put that out. And so we talked about it, and ended up happening.
He's like, yeah,
solid record to start off.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, at the time, it wasn't.
He's all fuck the mids.
Yeah. At the time, it wasn't that big of a deal. It's like neither band had like this massive fan base or whatever. But it was
right.
just, the whole point, the whole reason I wanted to put out records was because I was such like a music nerd and like I was always seeking out new stuff. I had tons of tapes. I had like cassettes by all these bands that like, I couldn't figure out why no one was putting out records for them. like these guys are. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's just me. Maybe like I'm the only person who really likes them. But,
Yeah.
But so
Get in your room, you're all.
Yeah. So that was really like that was kind of my barometer for what I put out. Was like I tried to start with bands who were like friends of mine or people I
Right.
knew, and bands I thought were really great that no one else seemed to want to help out. I'm
Right,
like,
right.
I'm going to put out these records then.
Yeah.
So and then the
And then it
Melvins
became like a
yeah. And then the
institution.
Melvins, strangely enough, at the time, they weren't, like, no one really wanted to put out any. At that point, they'd been around.
Like a boner record.
Yeah, they'd been around.
I'm talking
like-
about the boner I have
Yeah,
right now.
of course. Yeah, I was staring
Oh
at it.
yeah, fuck. I'm sorry. Boner. They were on Boner Records.
Yeah.
I was
They were-
referring
yeah.
to my boner.
That's where things get kind of confusing.
Yeah, some people like with radio, they don't know that I'm holding on to it. Yeah,
Right.
And I'm just like,
Right.
my boner.
That's
I
why.
know.
That's
I'm
why I
like,
need a video.
oh yeah, Boner Records.
podcast,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're talking
Yeah.
about the label though. But
Yeah.
yeah, the label.
Not my
But
cock.
Melvin's first record was on
hard.
CZ Records,
really hard.
up from
Yeah, CZ. Yeah.
up in Washington, and then they moved. Buzz and Dale moved down to San Francisco, and I ran into them some night over in the East Bay after some show, and we just we started talking because at the time their bass player was Lori Black, who I knew from a couple of years before because she played with his band Clown Alley.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
my old band Legion of Doom played with Clown Alley.
And Southern
a
Lord put
couple
out
times.
that Clown Alley CD.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Long time ago, it was like a CD of all their stuff.
Fuck, I gotta get one.
Wait a minute.
If I can find
You
one,
say
I'll grab you
Old
one.
band Legion of Doom.
Yeah, not
Did you guys-
Boom and Legion of Doom.
Did you guys put out a split?
No, we didn't put
No.
out anything. You're thinking
And-
Boom and Legion of Doom from Detroit.
No, it's for some
run
reason I
by-
thot that was like a split with Preparation H from
No.
Cincinnati for
No.
some reason.
There were a couple. There were a couple of bands called Legion of Doom over the years, but we never put out anything. It was a skate band from San Jose, and
That sounds good.
we played some pretty good shows. But yeah. Anyhow,
we do,
so
we
I
played
knew.
jazz
So
bands
I knew Lori when she was playing with Clown Alley, and then so I'd at whatever point run into the Melvins outside of some club, and so I started talking to Lori, and that's how I met Buzz and Dale. Found out they all lived in San Francisco in the same house, and so it was just like, we should hang out sometime. So we started
just
hanging
hanging
out.
out. Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
and
okay.
they didn't because they didn't know a whole lot of people in town, and so we just kind of hang out regularly, and they I put out the first record and just like, hey, do you guys? I got this live tape because I used to record all the bands I'd go see. Like
It shows.
I'd try and get soundboard recordings if I could, or I'd have my little Walkman and stuff.
Like Rerun.
Yeah, exactly. Like rerun at the Doobie Brothers
the Doobie
concert.
Brothers.
Yeah,
That fucking cheat.
yeah. But I, so I had a one of the Melvin shows. I'm just like, hey, if you want, maybe we could put out someone, and they're into it. So
Yeah.
second release became the Melvins Flexi.
God damn.
Yeah, fuck. That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's a nice start.
Yeah. So yeah, in retrospect,
Yeah.
it was
How did Fu
fairly
Manchu
solid.
come about? Because that was always one that was like,
Fu Manchu came about because I wanted to put out Virulence.
oh,
Scott's
right,
old band.
right.
It was
Which
supposed to
is
be-
Southern Lord put that out.
I know.
Wait, what band?
Virulence.
Virulence. That was his old punk band.
I think I've heard of.
Yeah, it's very Black Flaggy.
Pretty
Nice.
cool shit.
Yeah,
shit.
really
Yeah.
good band. And it was it was very much in Black Flag vein. I saw him live once. They were super loud. He played like a Dan Armstrong.
Oh, so
And
it's
so
just so loud.
yeah, super
fucking very
loud,
loud
and
guitar.
they're great band.
They weren't around very long though, right?
But I wanted to, I was talking to Scott for a long time and really wanted to put out one of their records, and then by the time we were going
He's
to
like, got a
do
new
it,
band.
yeah, exactly. He's like, well, we broke up. I got this new band, Fu Manchu. I'm like, okay, is it the same sort of stuff? Fine. Like I'd never even heard them, and they were just starting. And he's like, we're gonna go. They came up to San Francisco to record with what's his name, Jonathan Burnside or something or other.
Oh,
The guy who he was recording a bunch of like those Boner Records
oh,
sorts of
okay.
bands.
Same guy. They did all that stuff.
Yeah, he recorded some of those early Melvin's
record?
Boner
Oh,
records.
okay.
Yeah.
Like Louis Porch Treatments and
Not that one because that was earlier. But that's right, Glue Portrait.
Yeah,
forgot
love
about
that
that one.
record. It's a great
Yeah,
record.
but no, I think he recorded stuff like Eggnog and
oh, okay.
and some of those like around that era.
Like Bullhead maybe.
Yeah. So they came
God,
up to
it's a
record
great
with
record, too,
him.
man.
And they recorded 4 songs, and then gave me 3, and I did the 7-inch of that.
Mm-hmm.
I put out 1,000 of those, and those went slow.
Really?
And nobody wanted.
That's crazy because that band's like. I was just telling him.
Yeah.
Big.
I was just telling him
They're
like
huge now. It's fantastic.
I remember there was I was watching TV like I don't know fucking game or some bullshit, and this commercial came on, and it was Toyota, and it was like the whatever the fucking guitar line, and I'm like, damn, this sounds like fucking Fu Manchu. This can't be a knockoff. This is too much like Fu Manchu. And then towards the end, it's like, I'm out of my now. And I'm like, oh my god, this is Fu
Really?
Manchu. Yeah.
Holy shit.
It was like some like Jota commercial where it's like
fuck.
Whatever.
Well, we were
like,
talking earlier about bands
Yeah, the
cashing
bands
in on
commercials.
getting
Yeah.
That's wow. I didn't know that.
I mean, and
they're raking it in if they're on that
that
commercial.
was like a few years ago, but that was like
That's
national
cool.
because it was on like when like when there's a game on, they keep showing the
Yeah.
same commercial like
Oh my god.
over and over.
That's good.
Well,
Good
we
for them.
were talking about that shit too because I was telling him I remember Death Angel was on that it was a Carl's Jr. commercial.
Really?
Yeah, I remember I was in the kitchen and I had the TV on and I'm like washing and I hear like the guitar line.
Yeah.
And I'm like I don't have my stereo on. I'm not playing a Death Angel song. You know what I mean? Like it was the TV.
Like, where are we here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was literally like going on in the other room, and I went over and I'm like totally dumbfounded. Like this is I know that riff. It was like off their first record, which is not like wasn't a recent record. It was like their record from like '87.
Yeah.
And I just was I was staring at the TV, and it was like the Carl's Jr. something burger, and it's all like their fucking Death Angel line. I'm like, what the fuck is
Did you guys
this?
see the
It would suck if Ron Ashton got on the like after he died. Carl's Jr. used his stuff.
He's like,
like, oh shit!
they've used
Yeah,
this.
Carl's Jr. told me no, and then they end up using it.
Ron, we got a contract. They're just holding over his grave. Ron.
No, it's still not Slap-Ham though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you hear the body go like rolls over. Rolls over all pissed off.
Did you guys see the I want to say it was Burger King, but Holy Grail?
You were talking
The
about
band
that.
Holy Grail was in a Burger King commercial.
Yeah, let's get that one up.
I didn't know that.
It was either Burger King or like some. Yeah, it was Burger King. But like they're actually playing in the commercial. Like Blake and all the dudes in
Yeah.
the band are like in the fucking
That's crazy.
commercial. It's sweet. It's super
Well,
cool.
I'm gonna open something else. We just finished the Tenaya Creek 702 Pale Ale,
I've been
which
seeing
that
this.
was good.
I've been seeing this a lot more. I
Yeah?
had their brown, which was really good.
Yeah.
But where the
I
fuck
like
are
this-
these people
they're
from?
they're out of Vegas. They're good.
Oh, they're from Vegas.
Good
Oh,
spot,
okay.
yeah.
I'm starting to see that more in our.
So here's
local-
another one I brought back from Arizona, but it's actually from Santa Fe Brewing. But you can't get it out here. This Imperial Java Stout ale with coffee beans. Here we go.
Oh, the sound.
You brought
You should
Tenaya Creek
put that
before,
up near
haven't
the
you?
mic. We can't hear the pour.
Yeah.
Let's hear that pour. I went like this, Well, like that.
You're listening to the microphone?
Fucking dipshit. Well,
Let me see. Let me put it up to my headphones. Oh,
yeah.
oh, wait.
Wait, hold on. Oh, I still can't hear it. Oh yeah.
Try to make it a noisier pour. It won't work.
Suck the end of it just so you get all the every drop, every last drop there, Dodge.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Last drop.
that smells great too. The fucking coffee beers are fantastic. Like the Eagle Rock Brewery, the Stimulus.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a good
Stimulus
one.
is
Oh my God,
ridiculous.
Is that the one I got? I think I got like a 4-pack of that.
Yes,
yeah,
that
it's
Stimulus
so
is like
good,
one of
dude.
the best stouts I've had
Yeah.
in the past year.
It, shit
Yeah.
is fucking legit.
Are we
It,
having
like,
our-
gets
are we
you
having
geeked
our-
out like you're drinking
Yeah.
coffee
Are we having
too.
a release party at the Eagle Rock Brewery?
Oh, better. We're
Hey
gonna,
Jeremy, you listening?
let's go.
Hey,
We're
Can we, can we rip your place?
Yeah.
we gotta have a release party somewhere.
That would be cool. I wonder if they would be into something
Yeah.
like that.
Just
I
play
don't know,
play
though.
the record. I don't want to fucking play or anything.
Well,
I just want to hang out. I just
I
want to
mean,
be a dick by the
I
end
was
of the night.
thinking, I'm like, do you because like we've done so many things at the restaurant for
Yeah.
bands on Relapse. Like,
Well, we better do at
do
least
that
one.
with your
We're gonna do
band?
we're gonna do a couple different ones. That's gonna be one of them.
Oh, yeah. I
That's
think
gonna be the
we gotta
first.
milk this shit,
That's gonna be
dude.
the first of like at least 10.
That-
We
that's gonna
might
be like a
we might
listening
die in a
party.
plane crash after the fucking record comes
listening
out. So
party
we should
slash
take
autograph
advantage.
signing.
Yeah.
we're like sitting at the fucking counter or something. And people are like, "Yo, can I get a beer?" We're like, no. what's your name? And
So
they're like,
wait,
no, I just want
yeah.
a beer, dude. Who the fuck are you?
You just sign their
Signing
beer.
everything.
Signing their beer cups.
Yes.
No, he goes to like to put his money out. Like you're just all. What the fuck?
Hey,
You
you're
right
welcome.
on my hand.
Just tell
dude.
everybody you're welcome to.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. Enjoy.
Want me to
Enjoy.
sign your bun?
I'll sign your patty.
I mean, hey, man. We should. This.
We should have a
take
cool,
advantage of.
It would be fun to do.
No, we
shit
should do a
like
signing. That would be like
signing
be
that-
like
it'd be
Spinal Tap.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Artie.
One of us
Fufkin.
gotta be
Artie
sick.
Fufkin. Be like, kick my ass.
Kick
Kick my
this
ass.
Yeah.
Come on, just kick it right.
One of
there.
us got to be really sick.
Yeah.
Like fucking. What's his name? Sick. Was he putting out a record or something? You read about that? What's the bass player's name?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Derek Smalls.
Harry Shears.
Derek Smalls putting out a
Yeah.
record.
Oh, is
or
there a
something?
Derek Smalls
like
record?
coming out soon or
yeah?
something? Fuck that.
Oh, actually as character.
Derek Smalls, yeah.
Holy fuck, that's.
I mean,
great.
maybe it's a show or he's doing something.
That's
His
great.
name came back.
Jazz
came back
Odyssey.
around. I hope it's that. Is that is the best part? Puppet show and Spinal Tap.
It's refreshing, really. It's a new beginning.
It's a new beginning. Have you seen the fucking I think it's like 2 hours of extra shit on.
No.
If you have the DVD,
Yeah, it's somewhere in the.
I heard there are all sorts of like subplots and stuff that
basi-
never made it.
Well,
in
basically,
there.
there's like the movie, of course,
Yeah.
and then there's there's literally they just put together the rest of the shit, and it's like a second movie. It's like about
Hey.
maybe 90 minutes to an like couple hours of just the extra shit.
Whoa.
And it's put together like edited together.
I remember that being like
Dude, there's-
just as funny. I wanna
Oh,
say.
dude,
It
there's
was,
a
like,
couple
really
of subplots
good.
in there where
Yeah.
like there's some funny
been a
shit.
long time since I've
But
seen that.
it sucks because I used to have it. Because we were talking about like we got to watch like Blazing Saddles.
Oh,
and,
Yeah.
we should watch Old School too as well.
Yeah,
I have Old
yeah.
School.
Yeah, that's classic.
Yeah. So, but yeah, fuck, dude. I used to have that. I don't know. Probably fucking Andre took it or something.
Don't look at me.
I'm
Did you
Sarge.
see that they had they did that live movie too? That was like it's not as funny. It's like a live show, but then they show like little vignettes in between songs and shit of like
Break Like the
show.
Wind or
Yeah,
whatever? I never saw it.
They
Is it-
try to bring. It's fucking great because like there's a whole little piece about how they're like, the Stonehenge was too small, and this time they're playing this fucking ballroom or whatever. And the Stonehenge is fucking massive, and they can't get it in the club. So
No,
they
it's
do
too big.
Stonehenge with no Stonehenge because it's too fucking
That's
big
great.
this time. So good, man.
Yeah, that shit's so real, dude. I don't know. I would imagine like if that came out like when a lot of those bands thought that was a real fucking band. I think.
Oh yeah, I love the part in
Yeah.
the hallway, the Hello Cleveland part, man. It's
that's
classic,
right. There's
classic.
Yeah.
There's
Hello,
the where you,
Hello,
that's where you're
Cleveland.
just like
they're getting rid. Oh my god, it's so good. And they're like warming up as they're walking down the aisle.
that just kind of like
solidifies.
solidifies everything for you. Like Hello Cleveland.
Yeah,
Hello,
exactly.
That's
Yeah,
why
we
you're
should.
one man.
I think
show.
maybe the next episode we should do a drinking game.
What is
like
it?
a Cleveland drinking game?
Ooh.
Every time Cleveland.
Anytime
Anytime it
Cleveland
gets
says?
brought up, you guys
Every
have to
ti-
drink.
yeah,
You guys
exactly.
get
But we
Yeah,
can't bring it
we'll
up
get
though.
destroyed. Yeah, we can't bring it up.
And we have to say it before secretively.
No, if you bring it up, you got to drink twice.
And if you,
But if I bring it up,
but
Yes,
see, like
we
if
have
you-
to drink thrice.
thrice.
It's a naughty jest. You must drink thrice. Indeed.
That's like some evil prick, I guess.
Evil Renaissance prick.
Evil Renaissance prick. God, I wish I had another beer shot.
evil
Yeah.
Renaissance prick. Hey,
Yeah.
just pause it.
Should I
Yeah.
pause it?
Yeah, fuck it.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna take a break.
Take a break.
Milwaukee
This is shotgunning a beer. Boys and girls, you take the beer can, you tilt it sideways, you take a sharp object, a screwdriver, or a set of keys, or whatever you have at home, and you want to puncture a hole. Here's the mouthpiece. You want to puncture a hole. So we've got our hole. Now, you're gonna tip the can up, put your mouth over the hole, pop the can, tilt it upright, and suck all the beer out. That's how you shotgun a beer.
I'm gonna shotgun a beer for the very first time at 23 years old.
I hope I don't vomit everywhere.
Did the word of the Lord come unto the prophet Jonah to give warning to the people of Nineveh, lest destruction befall them for all their evil. But Jonah was fearful that they would slay him in their wickedness, and he heeded not the Lord's command, but tried instead to hide himself.
You can't run away. You can't run away.
Can't run away from the Lord, Jonah. You can't run away from prayer. No, you can't run away from the Lord, Jonah. The Lord is everywhere. Yes, the Lord is everywhere.
You can't run away from the Lord, Jonah. You can't run away from prayer. You can't run away from the Lord, Jonah.
Okay,
The
part
Lord
2
is
of
everywhere.
Phil Folds 5.
Phil Folds 5.
Phil Folds 5.
Excited that he does have to mix tomorrow.
Goes to the hospital.
No more mixing. He goes to the hospital.
Phil goes to the hospital.
Whoa, chuck, 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 chuck.
Oh, it's so goddamn cold. If it was warm, I would have totally done it. It was like my teeth, like I think because I'm older, they're like hurting. Literally, my teeth were hurting.
You need to floss.
I need to floss because I have weird shit in between my teeth. What a dick.
What an asshole.
Man.
What an asshole.
I just sent you guys a video. Are you doing another
We
one?
go Howard Dean.
Ah! I did it at the Crom Show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a few times. That's
It was
great.
like fuck it. Let's throw him in there.
Get out of the mix.
What is Howard Dean doing nowadays?
I don't know.
Running for something?
Yeah.
Running from
I
people?
still
Running from his wife?
Yeah.
There's beer all over the floor.
I still love that his career
Well,
was...
I'm not mixing tomorrow, so I have to clean it up.
His career was destroyed just because of that. Just because he yelled.
Just because of being excited.
Think of all the shit we've yelled on stage, and like
No
our
shit.
careers are still going strong.
Exactly. Yeah, we're still...
Like I'm still up here in front of you today,
Yeah.
and I'm proud for what I've done.
Yeah.
And Howard Dean is a piece of shit.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. So PBR.
We need to start off every segment now with shotgunning.
I think I'm down.
Beer.
You know how to party.
Yeah,
I do.
I was thinking about that recently. How like on all those like late '80s crossover releases and stuff, those photo collages. So I just like just raging, we're raging, and they're like everyone's got bud and
No
whatever.
girls.
Yeah, no girls. Just a bunch of dudes drinking beer together. Yeah, 3%, motherfucker. Yeah, 3%.
6 of these.
That's and I was really thinking about that. I'm like, wait, how many like of those sorts of bands? She's like, oh yeah, you and your craft beer.
Like, dude, I've had 4 of these.
Like, look, bro. Okay, yeah, you know how to party with your 3% bud. Yeah,
And you're in your, like,
you know
tiny
how to
whities.
You're giving me a hard time for drinking a beer that's 9%. And meanwhile, you're over here drinking like this, horse piss or
and your dick's,
yeah.
You've had 3 horse piss beers and your dick's already out. Dude,
fucking
like, we're raging. We got a case of bud. Party animals.
There's 12 of us and we got a case of bud. You're all do the math. You're all, that's 2
Like,
beers
well,
each.
that's a lower ABV than what I'm consuming, boys.
That's about 2 beers each.
Just
buddy.
saying.
Exodus, that's about 2 beers each.
Excuse-
Exodus.
excuse me.
Call out bands. Nuclear assault.
Yeah,
that's only 3 beers.
Excuse me, Testament. You may make fun of my tulip glass. However, this is a 12% barley wine that I'm consuming
So
right now.
I am fucking loaded.
Yeah, so clearly I am way more fucked up. Than
You're
you are.
what?
You're what? Tin roof. Rusted.
10 beers. Wasted.
Have you seen the?
10 beers. Wasted.
Have I showed you the Crom record? The
With the Fred Schneider tribute?
No. You haven't seen our collage?
Uh-uh.
Dude.
Oh, which one? What
I
are you
should
talking
get
about?
it.
In Cocaine Wars or
Exactly what you're talking about is what we did.
With Fred Schneider?
No. With all those
the
thrash
beers?
bands.
Oh, really?
We took all the collages and then put ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen that shit?
I have the tapes. Is it in the tapes?
If you open it up, it's probably.
Yeah.
But it's
It's
really,
a collage,
really,
but
really
it's like,
small.
But it's like, yeah, it's smaller on the collage, but on the LP you could see like it's like. I think
Yeah,
it's like Exodus.
I forgot
and Nuclear
about that,
Assault.
yeah.
We kind of put those together.
That's what you guys...
But then it's like us, like our friends hanging out, like we're interspersed and all that shit.
I thought you fucking took other bands' party
Yeah.
pictures and put them as your own party
No,
pictures.
we laid down a collage of like maybe like 5 different bands' collages, and then we just kind of threw ourselves in there all around.
That's great.
So it's
Oh,
like,
it's so
it's
good.
like Exodus, like then like me like
SOD.
fucked up. Yeah, SOD's in there. Yeah,
Oh my god, I gotta look at that.
yeah, that was funny. I mean, that was pretty subtle,
Okay.
but
All right, so album number 2, photo collage for sure.
Trappist.
Yeah.
Oh well, we'll have played shows
with
and we'll
monks.
like
Yeah.
we'll have.
Oh,
played-
yeah.
Oh, hey, dude! I forgot.
beer
Shout out
shop.
to 6 Most Metal Breweries because they're using our shit, man.
Yeah.
Which,
thank you.
yeah. Thank you. What, Adam? Adam,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, Adam.
Adam, 6 Most Metal Breweries. He hooked us up with
Very nice
shirts.
shirts.
He sent us their beer, which I haven't had. I should have brought.
I did
some.
have
I'll
it.
bring-
It was very good.
I'll
I
bring
had
it
it.
to the next
I downed it.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you shotgun it?
Yeah. No, I didn't shotgun
Because you know
it.
how to party.
Yeah.
I'm still
fuck,
sitting on
dude.
mine.
Like right now, huh?
I'm physically sitting on it right now.
I'm sitting on a champagne bottle.
Yeah. The
The
biggest one.
the
large.
The fat end first.
Get fed in first.
I saw.
I like to do things the hard way.
Yeah. The hard way. Yeah, but thanks
Well, yeah,
to
thanks
him
to those
and
guys,
they want to use No Corporate Beers, their fucking song. I think they want to use a few others,
cool.
which I'm down.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a
Good dude.
6 Most Metal Breweries. Hopefully, I don't know what they're gonna do after. What's going on here? What is this?
That's me calling you. I just want to say hi.
I know.
Hello.
Hello.
It's all hi. It's Phil.
Yeah.
Hey, we're doing a podcast.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I'd pick it up, except I don't think it'll be as entertaining as if like when your dad called and stuff like that. It's probably my work. Like, what's going on with these subtitles?
Be here an hour early.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have plans for the weekend? No? Good.
Good. See you Saturday. See you Sunday during the Super Bowl.
No, they're all, Dodge, we're going to need you to come in on Sunday.
I need you to go ahead and come in.
Go ahead and come in on Sunday.
Lumberg.
Yeah, Lumberg. Total Lumberg.
TPS reports.
Yeah. Dodgeburg.
That's one of the only movies I watched, like, finished watching it the first time and, like, rewound
And played it right away. Yeah.
Again. Like, that movie was
That
so
and Roadhouse.
fucking great. Yeah. Roadhouse.
Dude, I remember I was so fucked up one night. We're I don't know, we're on all kinds of stupid shit. But I was totally hammered. And VHS, mind you, this is how old it was. But Roadhouse, we had it on like a blank tape, you know. So we watched Roadhouse, and then there was like probably an hour of just nothing, like static.
We just let it run.
No, but I passed out, and then it probably an hour went, and then it like rewound, and then started over, and then I woke up like, oh, and it was like Roadhouse again, and I just watched it again.
Well, I'm here and it's playing, so
it's like 3:30. I'm all, oh, Roadhouse again. Okay. And it's like I remember when it's like blue because it's starting to turn light outside. I'm all, oh wow, I'm watching Roadhouse again. Like it was like all sinking in. Like, wow, I'm really that fucked up that
I'm that guy.
I'm that guy that's watching Roadhouse again.
What's that place called? The Double Door?
The Double Deuce.
Double Deuce. Double Deuce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's referring to like a shit because that would be
like
two shits.
Two shits in one.
Like
the Double Deuce.
Like two shits to the wind. So that's probably
two
what
shits.
it
Yeah,
implies,
maybe that's what they meant, huh? Because it's like three shits
sure.
to the wind. Like,
yeah.
But the Double Deuce is like two shits.
Yeah.
The psychology of, you know what's a great video on YouTube is every punch to the face from Roadhouse.
Oh wow.
It's like 2 minutes.
Solid.
It's solid 2 minutes of just like and it's only to the face.
Yeah.
There's another good one. It's the O's in Sopranos, like the
Oh, really?
It's like 6 minutes
Really?
long. They do every one of them. And it was great. I was playing it, and fucking Abby, like, because we were just getting into it because it's so funny, and we're just going, oh,
She
like,
like,
right, and my daughter just starts going, like, just throwing her hands up every time they're saying, oh my god, this is great.
Yeah, it's probably fun. It's probably a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, solid. Like if you're really bored, brilliant to watch.
No,
Like,
dude, there's plenty of boring times in my life where I watch all that horse shit, dude.
oh, it's great.
Yeah,
That's what the internet is made for.
Easy,
Right?
yeah, just go down that rabbit hole and you're just
Yeah.
like, fuck, it's 3 a.m. Great.
Yeah.
It's-
Great. I have a heart on. What do I want to watch? And then it's like, oh, I'm watching the O's
kittens
from
falling out of
Sopranos.
trees for 3 minutes. And
I just watched a guy's face fall apart, and now I'm watching kittens falling from
Well, I
trees.
started off with this week's epic fails, and I just went down through the
Yeah,
whole month
yeah.
of January
Yeah.
and then December.
now I'm watching some English guy play Call of Duty for, for 2
and
hours.
he's really good at it.
Yeah, and he's really funny because he says the F word a lot.
Yeah, he says bloody and the F word a lot. And he's eating a fucking whatever pie that he
You know.
What I just eat now?
call
One
it
of those fucking
kidney
British
pie.
pies.
kidney pie.
A kidney pie.
Here's a quarter, go
governor.
sweep my fucking chimney, asshole.
Oh my god. There's no Brits listening to this.
Excuse me, sir.
No Brits.
Yeah.
Huge British contingency of
Oh, dude, we
I
lost
know exactly. We
lost
just
it
lost
completely.
that.
Are we putting the
Oh, you mean we lost Steve?
we're putting
Yeah, we lost Graham.
Yeah.
Graham.
We lost that demographic. Sorry, Graham.
Sorry, Graham. He's
Oh, and then all
Bollocks
all
to
of our
you.
English crusty friends, was it Lint and Pyle?
No, it's like Daz, Baz,
Oh, yeah, there it
Taz, Boz, Dez,
Roz.
Maz.
You know, we're big in the squad scene. We got a lot
Laz.
of squatter friends.
Fuck. Well, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks to you two.
Yeah, exactly.
The yeah. Oh, we put the hour of the we're putting the hour. Pardon. We're putting the hour Barbarian on the fucking record, right? So we're gonna try and get some listeners.
Yeah,
from there.
It looked like
you will
the way
listen
you
there, yeah.
gestured your hand.
Invisible oranges.
Two massive sets of balls.
Yeah.
Two fold ball folds
Ball folds.
in my hand. Ball folds 5. Ball folds 2.
Yeah,
Well-
we're gonna list that on the record for sure.
Damn, I wish I had another.
Yeah,
beer
so all
to
you
shotgun.
people already listening, be sure to look for the info on the record so you can keep
more.
listening.
Keep
I
listening to
guess?
us because
right.
Actually, we're gonna get back on track because we did not do this for about 3 months.
Yeah.
Well,
we kind of missed this because
lucky you, we're coming back full force.
We heard the screams and the cries.
I mean, literally, as much as the band took like all that time to do the record, this is the most fun. We kind of regret doing a record. We'd rather just do this.
I mean,
but
we needed to we're dusty.
I think
3 months away from podcasting.
This is the next record.
Well, not only
This
that,
is the next
not only that, but
We'll be like, hey, Relapse. Okay, so can we put out a record a week and
like Longmont?
Actually, I'm thinking double album because it's gonna be close to 2 hours each time. If that's cool,
we could do like Longmont Potion Castle. Like it's like one side is like our like this, and the other side is music.
And Green Eyed Lady. Actually, on one of the
Green Eyed Lady.
on one of the Longmont Potion Castles, he did do a Green Eyed Lady.
Did he?
Yeah.
That fucking
He
bastard.
just had like a loop of doon doon doo doo doo, and but he had a bunch of the phone calls over that. Yeah. It's like a collage of the greatest moments from.
Is it?
Yeah.
Green eyed lady, a lovely lady.
Wow, you have a really good voice. Maybe you should really try singing sometime. We were just talking about that earlier.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea. Because everybody has.
Okay, all right. We're done.
Jazz hands.
We're done.
Phil Jizz Hands folds Vero. Every time you do this, it's just shit flying around.
No, but your karaoke idea.
So I think, so everybody sang in the shower, the car, whatever the fuck. And I was thinking about this the other day.
You were thinking about what a great singer you were.
Just like, when you're in the car and you find that fucking moment, and there's no way, and I know for a fact I'm not a good singer by any means, but there's those moments that you have in the car or some shit like that. You're like, hey, that wasn't bad, but you like, if the music wasn't playing, it's fucking terrible.
So you turn it up.
So
Don't stop
I had the
believing.
Yeah, like just like. We each pick a fucking song that we think that we could like do justice karaoke wise. We are literally in a studio.
I can feel it coming back again.
I thought you were going
like a thunder chasing the wind.
Phil Collins.
That's Phil Collins. That's Phil Collins in the air.
Oh, I was doing.
In the air tonight.
Oh, yeah, no.
Actually, I sound pretty good.
I can feel it.
Hold on.
I was doing that.
Oh, Lord. No, I'll go up.
Who's going low and who's going high?
You go high, go low.
Who's bottom and who's top?
Oh.
Wait, are you the power bottom, Ryan?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, Ryan's the power bottom. You're the top.
1, 2, 3. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. That was pretty good. See, I got it. That was good.
I like you guys. I like you guys as a duo.
So we're gonna incorporate more harmony.
I think we should start this show with harmony. It's just like straight up like.
Oh, we should start like that. Yeah, like show people how that we're really talented.
Like, dude, have you seen the
Start
Eagles?
it off. Let's start with Phil.
Like the Eagles.
Like
right around.
take it easy. Take it easy. You don't feel themselves drive you crazy. If I knew the words, it'd be better. But I don't know what those fucking white dudes are saying. The sound of your voice drive me
I'll sing the
crazy.
song I think I can nail karaoke wise, and I know I can't. It
Yeah.
would be, or the song that I dream of nailing, because I think it would just be fucking epic to be able to. I can't go for that.
I can't go for that.
I can't go for that.
No.
No can do. Just because I want to have the mic and go like this.
Yeah.
No can do. I want to shake my finger. No can do.
We need those four. We need at least 3-part harmonies. There's 3 of us here.
Yeah.
Journey, Eagles,
The Beach Boys. We
Beach
can nail.
Boys, of
We can
course.
nail
Wow.
that easy.
Everybody's
That's some
surfing now. See?
Yeah.
Everybody's learning how.
Everybody.
Oh, Elvira, the house on fire, Elvira. Yeah.
But everyone wants to do the low part.
I know.
No one cares.
It's the safe one.
Like the other 3 guys are just.
Well, you got to put your hand like
The other 3 guys.
Elvira.
Yeah. Like, no one cares about them. Like, I only remember that one guy has that mustache.
Yeah.
That's the only other one you remember. And then there's the guy with the big jet black hair who's like,
he's the low
That's
guy.
what everyone wants to do.
Everyone wants to be him.
Everyone wants that part. No one
What
wants
about
to be
taking
the
to the streets? Like, taking it to the streets. Like, there's like a few of those.
streets. Yeah.
You don't know me, but I'm your
yeah, everybody
brother.
can do Michael. Yeah.
Well,
Just
that's
like
high,
dueling
dude.
Michael McDonald's.
Well, someone's got to go.
Yeah,
Take it.
but everyone can do it.
But someone's got to go. Someone's got to go. Someone's got to go. Taking it to the streets.
Taking it to the streets.
Taking it to the streets.
No.
Taking it to the streets. Or you go low and I'll go high. Watch it.
All right, ready?
Taking it to the streets.
Yeah.
Taking it to the streets. Taking it to the streets. Taking it to the streets.
You don't know me.
Yeah.
I'm your brother. You don't know me. I'm hell.
It's like he's got a nice warm cup of coffee by the fire. He's like,
You don't know some me. Cocoa by the fire.
Dude. I got some warm cocoa by the fire.
What's the fucking?
I can either read. He's like,
we were talking about doing too much time on my hands.
Too much time on my hands.
he's like, I could either read from a magazine or jerk off.
Reading ladies' home journal.
Or jerking off.
Jerking off to my calls.
Jerking it.
Jerking it in the streets. Jerking it to in the streets.
Jerking it to the streets. Jerking it.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm so into this song.
All right.
If you're questioning what you're listening to, it's
Yeah.
Our Barbarian.
Our
If you're questioning
Barbarian.
why, I don't
We're
have
jerking
the
it
answer.
to the streets.
We're jerking
every
it to the
week.
streets.
Jerking
Now,
it
every single week.
every single
Guaranteed.
week. Guaranteed.
Same-
We're here to
yeah.
stay.
Guaranteed.
Super Bowl, no Super Bowl. We're here to stay.
It to your face.
Every
Yeah.
Monday. For sure. Promise.
God damn. No, all I want to do is sing now. We can just
Yeah,
do
I'm
this
trying
for
to think
the
of some other
next
songs
3
that were
hours.
like
Yeah.
some other good ones. Trying to grow. Oh, trying to grow.
It doesn't work without the music.
What's that?
It doesn't work without the music.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Oh, black water, keep on rolling.
Mississippi moon, won't you keep on shining on me?
Oh, black water, keep on rolling.
Mississippi moon, won't you keep on shining on me? And keep on shining alive. Gonna make everything, gonna make everything alright.
Cause I ain't got no worries, cause I ain't in no hurry at all.
I can't go.
Oh, you know to go.
Here's some funky
everywhere signs. It was written sacred last night. You just don't do that. Don't you read the sign? Oh, I read those signs.
Read the signs.
Jesus Christ, I read those damn signs.
You just gotta throw another bullshit.
Signs, there was signs. That one says no parking between 1 and 3.
Like
That
Philip
sign.
Brown. You know the words.
Yeah. They should actually go to Hollywood and do that song and be like, that sign says don't park it between 1 and 3. The other one says don't park it between
Except
8
on
and
Saturdays and
mid
Sundays.
PM. The other one says
During
just street
tollways.
cleaning between noon and 3 on
Yeah.
Tuesdays and Thursdays. And the other sign
During
says
commute
don't
time
drive.
between 4 and 7 p.m. during Monday and Friday when there's commute and
It's
they
just-
open up the
it's
lane
just-
and they
you
get
just-
tollway zone.
You just do the chorus like, but it's the whole thing is like
So there's special event parking when the Dodgers are playing. So
special Olympic parking between 2 and 3. And,
April 21st, April 23rd, April 24th, April 26th, April 27th.
Can't you read the sign?
Like 4 minutes later, can't you read the sign?
Yeah, there's like the whole build up to it. It's all, well, there's the signs everywhere. Then it's like, go to between 1 and 3, don't park there. And then there's another sign that says between 8 and 12 p.m. on Saturdays, but on Fridays it's 9 to 2. And there's
oh no, there's no loitering. And
BWell's like tambourine going on in the back.
you know those ones by the stadium where it actually like shows the calendar of like days that
Does
you
it
can't
show?
park?
Oh my god!
On certain places, yeah. You go to certain cities, like I know in San Francisco near the AT&T park, they have like an actual sign that has like they'll list the calendar. They'll show the blackout dates of like you can't park here
That's
on
so
these
fucking
days.
nuts, dude. I swear, man, that shit is like. Whenever I see that, I just go somewhere else. I'm like,
yeah.
I think
just make it no parking. Just make it no parking.
I think I'm gonna get a ticket here if I leave it here.
Yeah.
Even for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Signs everywhere, signs. No one sees what I'm doing, right?
Yeah. I like it though.
You like it?
About it.
No, it makes it.
I think we're like way over budget.
Yeah.
I mean, this last segment was at least
It was
10
like
grand.
40 minutes.
Yeah.
And 10 grand.
It's 10 grand.
Most people don't understand how much this
10
costs.
it costs just as much to make Ron Ashton's final demo.
Final demo.
That I just looked.
Sounds so grim.
That I just listened. That I just
That you
listened
threw
to,
away.
That I listened to for like 1 minute. I'm like, nah.
Next.
And dude,
and then I took a piece of Scotch tape. I put it over the record tab.
Oh, cool.
Did you put Crom on there?
Yeah.
Cool.
You know, like okay. I'm putting the all Spanish Captain Tennille record over this. Not interested.
Nah. There's nothing more asshole than that. Nah. You know what's fucked up?
Like after your afterthought, like, what does this guy think he is, some kind of fucking legend or something? He's like throwing the table.
Yeah.
And you know what's fucked up is that was a demo.
I know, it's crazy, dude.
What did we spend on our demo? 0?
I think it was 0, like close to 0.
Yeah. No, we got pizza.
We got a pizza, yeah.
Yeah.
It's $30.
$30.
From what was that place? What's that place? In,
The pie.
something box.
Box.
Doughbox. Doughbox Pizza.
Doughbox
El
Pizza.
Sereno. If you guys are listening, we love your pizza.
We love your
Yeah.
pizza. Oh,
You're
my
the
God.
new Pepe's.
You're like
whoa.
Okay, sorry. I crossed the line. I had a couple beers. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm embarrassed.
you want those ballfuls to be rips.
we can't turn our backs on Pepe's before
Yeah.
getting the treatment.
Yeah.
We could call you Foles or Rips. Keep it up, buddy. Rips. Yeah, Rips.
Rips McGee over here.
Yeah, Rips McGillicuddy. You better watch it, because those things are going to tear and bleed, buddy. And I don't mind the blood.
Okay.
All right, goodbye. Fuck you.
Now I wanna be your dog. Now I wanna be your dog. And now I wanna be your dog.
I'd like to hear some funky Dixieland, pretty mama, come and take me by the hand. I wanna hang down, take me by the hand, pretty mama, come and dance with your daddy all night long. I'd like to hear some funky Dixieland, pretty mama, come and take me by the hand. I wanna hang down, take me by the hand, pretty mama,